Back watching, tap in. Back watching, tap in. Hey, back watching, tap in. It's the show, and you know we got content. Hey, back watching, you better tap in. It's the show, and you know we got content. Hey, tap in, man. We live. Yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Flip Dot Show. It's your host with the most, King Truth, host of Bird, Baby Bo, the one with the word, the one with the flow. And we coming at you live, man, at 10:03. And we got some content for you to see. Let's go. Almighty suspect altercation with Wrist Trapper at the Marathon Burger grand opening in Venice Beach yesterday. Got the exclusive content from Cliff World TV. Shout out to Cliff World TV. Also got exclusive content from Trap's channel. Shout out to Trap. That's the homie, you feel me? Already knows picking no sides, bro. I've been hearing a lot, like, oh, bro, ran, but then, like, there's no videos and none of that, you feel me? I've been hearing a lot of Almighty wasn't really there. I've been hearing a lot of, you feel me? But I stay out of it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like, bro, I'm from Dago, you feel me? I'm from the Southeast. I ain't from LA, but I fuck with a lot of LA partners, you feel me? A lot of people from LA are my partners and shit, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna stay out of it, you know what I'm saying? But this content, let's go.
Like crackety thing here at T.
Oh, and before I let the content go, appreciate everybody liking, comment, subscribing, hitting that notification bell so I know y'all there, so I could throw it to you when it's in the air. Appreciate everybody liking, sharing, telling a friend to tell a friend to tap in and tell another friend. Go over there to Instagram, follow me at KVNGTRUTH6IX8 and give me a DM. Let me know that you want to be part of the Flip Thoughts family. And it's like that, man. You be good. But also join the Discord channel, Flip Thoughts Show 67 server. Any type of content you want to see, hit me up on the Discord. Hit me up on TikTok, KVNGTRUTH, number 6, number 8. Man, so what else? Where we got? Oh, yeah. Y'all go over to all Roku streaming platforms, man. Roku streaming, but yeah, all Roku streaming devices, man. Your laptop, your PS4, your PS5, your Xbox, your iPad, your whatever it is, man. You got the Roku app. Go ahead and add that channel, the Flip Network, right? Check me out on there. That's my content on there as well. So yeah, the show, man. We everywhere. As well as oh shit. Oh. Yeah, as well as y'all go check me out on Rumble, the Flip Dot Show. And I'm gonna be streaming on Kick soon too, because StreamYard just added that channel, that destination to stream from. So boom, about to be start streaming on Kick. So I'm about to start getting on that real soon. But y'all can follow the Twitch, man, the Flip Dot Show 67, man. What else? Y'all go give a listen to In Flippy Trust, KVNGTRUTH on all streaming platforms, or Flip the Script by KVNGTRUTH, man, on all streaming platforms. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Pow, Trap News Network. Pow, pow, pow. News reviews, getting all the joint for to get nobody's college. Big dog, tap in with that tap in. Make sure you are tapped in with that good tap in. You feel me? It's early in the morning, man. I'm on my way to fight training, doing my 1-2 step like Sierra. But your boy Almighty Victim was supposed to meet me there, bro. The boy Almighty Victim was supposed to meet me there. He lied. You know what? Let me show y'all something real quick, because your boy Almighty Victim, oh yeah, bro, he did. Let's keep it real. He did, and I'm gonna keep it 100. This one, we thirsty on this one. He's not worth the edit. Almighty Victim is not worth the edit, bro. So let's kind of show y'all something real quick. Hold on, man. Let me show y'all something real quick. Hold on.
I'm about to pull up. I'm about to go back to this one, bro. But this is the one that I wanted to see right here, though. 31 minutes ago. This one, he really gets in depth. Says it was Trap. Basically says that Almighty called him saying he was broke, and that he needs to play. He needs something that no jumper could talk about for a week or so. So Trap tells him to pull up into the Marathon Burger. They're gonna start a little fake beef, whatever. I don't know, P. Let's really be GPs about shit, but like I really can't fathom that this is real, man. So at the end of the day, I don't know why everybody keeps thinking that Brandon is some type of person to be scared of, blood. Just because, bro, is a jujitsu, whatever, what he's a jujitsu master, a black belt, whatever. You feel me? He's a master in jujitsu. He knows it. You feel me? He's skilled and trained well. That don't mean nothing, man. You still get knocked in your pockets, bro. Like what? Feel me? Like at the end of the day, bro. Like that don't mean no real squabble though. It ain't no real squabble. Like bro, you go here wrestling people on the floor, man. Come on, let's be real, bro. Let's be real. Not saying that people that do the jujitsu don't have hands, because they do, but I'm just saying this is different. That's a different style of fighting though. So I don't know. Feel me? Feel like they hyping up Brandon a little way too much. No smut to him. It's just I've been hearing his name way too much lately. Like, oh, he's just this person that forced to be reckoned with. Like, bro, come on, man. Let's just chill on that. Let's just chill on that. Like for real. But yeah, let's hear trap talk, blood. But like, at the end of the day, like all this shit that it was a play and woo. I have no idea. You feel me? At the end of the day, all No Jumper does is run plays. You feel me? And I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see Rich Trapper up there, bro, at No Jumper soon, bro. At the end of the day, like maybe just for some content. At the end of the day, like shout out to Trap, you feel me? We made a diss against No Jumper, you feel me, and all that, and I dropped it, you feel me, whatever. But at the end of the day, even people when they all this going back and forth trolling and shit, at the end of the day, bro, if it's for the right amount of money and it's for the right amount of content, people gonna do it. Not saying that Trap associates himself with Adam like that, but hey, I mean they don't have any problems, so why wouldn't it be something that we wouldn't see soon? Or at least what I want to see is a Trap and Flacco having a heated debate on the news or something, bro. That'd be interesting to watch. You know what I'm saying? But all right, let's go. We can keep on going.
Because you ain't got no jumper. And I know. What's the deal, y'all? We're Trapper Type of NTN and Trap News Network, man. I'm off these mushrooms. Man, I just got done kicking it with the BPSs, the Hoovers, the Playboys, the Broadways. It's a good afternoon, man. Shout out to T-Rail, shout out to Jungle One, shout out to G Freako. All the homies, Rucci was out there, the NHP was out there, man. It was a good time, bro. So big love to them dudes. Go ahead and check me out on Instagram. You can check that out, man. But I just came to tell y'all something, man. I'm off these mushrooms. I'm feeling good.
Shout out to Trap though. It's no smut.
We've done all our trolling, bro.
It
was a good weekend. You know what I'm saying? Ninjas is pretending to pop out like we
did do a song, you feel me? We did, correlate different things. Supposed to be shooting a video, so there's No Jumper diss real soon, you know what I'm saying? I just haven't heard back from bro, you feel me? I know he's been busy lately, whatever, but shout out to bro, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like he said, and that's respectful. I respect that. He said, he ain't gonna make his content just all about this drama and trolling for too long. You feel me? This almighty narrative, it's basically over with already. You know what I'm saying? And me making this video is because it's new content, bro. At the end of the day, and feel like it needed to be put out because it's just like new news. You know what I'm saying? And even if it was a play, it looked real. But let's be real though. Did anybody see Almighty really pull the knife out though? Because if there's no footage of that, I feel like that was a setup by Flacco, Lush, Adam, even Josh. It just doesn't make no sense, man.
Bro, you weren't even outside for the pop-up, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Niggas went to Marathon Burger and all that, to the actual Marathon Burger grand opening, not to Marathon Burger after the grand opening was over, and niggas have been there for 5 hours and now you want to show up eventually afterwards. Yeah, all that. You feel me? But with that being said, though, I'm gonna tell you what they're not gonna tell y'all. I don't have to talk about this no more. I said Sunday was my last day. I've been being petty. I said Monday I'm gonna get back to work, give y'all back to the content that got us to where we are. I didn't build my platform off drama, so I'm not gonna continue to keep up drama on my platform. I was just having fun this weekend because there's been so many comments and so many jokes at my expense. I decided to pop out and have my fun at their expense. And it's not funny when I play, but I play too rough. But that's a different conversation for a different day. Shout out to T-Real for hanging out with me all day with the dudes who drug Almighty Cheese Block up and down that alley. That was fire. They were actually there. The dudes who drug Almighty Suspect all up and through the alley, they was out there, T-Real.
I mean, that right there, come on, Tribe. If it was over with and you was done talking about it, bro, why you over here saying you was hanging with Almighty's, basically not his ops because he ain't from BPL. Like he was from BPL before with his so-called homies that did him wrong, you feel me? Whatever you want to say, or his old homies, but like I don't know, that shit just kind of seemed weird to me.
I was hanging out with us. It's on camera. T-Rail want to be petty. I could be pettier. It's on camera. Check it out. T-Rail was there hanging out with the niggas who drug him through the Wookie Man. I say all that to say this. I really just stimulated the economy. I really just stimulated the economy. They need me over there. They gonna talk about me all week on No Jumper, and now they got a reason to. Keep in mind, Rich Sharper's only been up here once. He only been up here once. They've been talking about me for the last literally 5 weeks. And now they got something to talk about to stimulate the economy. I had to help out my son. It was a play, y'all. It was all a play. Almighty Suspect, he called me. He was broke. I'm going to tell y'all the truth, y'all. It's a play. Almighty Suspect called me. He was broke. You know what I'm saying? He was crying. Man, Trap, what I'm going to do? Adam Farby, man, I need some money. I said, look, that's what we going to do, bro. We going to beef. I'm going to call you out. You going to show up. But you can't really show up to the Marathon Burger, though, bro, because you got phase, bro. So don't show up there because they going to really do it to you. You feel me? And then, it's going to get ugly. So I need you to show up after the fact. I need you to show up after the fact when it's safe. When it's good for ninjas to come outside, I want you to show up after the fact. I want you to show up after the fact when it's safe, when it's good, when it's all right for you, because really a buster. He goes, I know I'm a buster. I'm scary. I said, it's cool though, but you need something to talk about for the rest of the week because you ain't got no jumper. And I know how y'all are over there. You're going to talk about me for the next 38 million days. You feel me? You can't continue on with life and just give people news they can use and knowledge they can't get nobody's college. You're one dimensional. You don't got too much, son. So come here. Let me show you how to do this, kid. And boom. Just like that, I gave him a play. Just like that, I gave him a play. There was nothing. There you go, suspect. I mean, victim. I mean, cheese block. I mean, Dotson. My bad. You know. So pay attention to it, world. Pay attention to it, world. No Jumper has something to talk about for the next week. You welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm stimulating the economy. In 72 hours, I came Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You know what? I don't even count Wednesday because Wednesday, I don't even count that. I came in Wednesday morning, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You feel me? Terrorizing. Let's make it 96. We'll add Sunday. 96 hours. In 96 hours, I did more than these ninjas did all year. In 4 days, I did more media outside in LA than these ninjas have done all year, and forget all year, in their entire tenure at No Jumper or any other podcast space. T-Rail was outside today. I'll give him that. T-Rail was outside. I will give him that. I seen Gangland Meme yesterday. He was outside, so shout out to bro. You feel me? And Mickey was out there too. I ain't gonna never talk bad about the dudes who was outside. I never will I talk negatively about anybody who was actually outside. I will never talk negatively about anybody who was outside. But hey man, say man, ain't no time to play, man. Them dudes like to whatever. So with that being said, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. But what we all know, the fact is, I just gave No Jumper 2 more weeks of content. You welcome, Adam. I hope keep that failing podcast afloat. Don't worry about it. I help keep that. Hey, random. Shout out to my nigga Young Six over there at Back on Fig too, man. Shout out to Young Six. He know the deal. Shout out to Young Six, man. We got some things going up. Shout out to Young Six, man. He a good dude. Got some things coming together real fast. Hey, we'll see this though. I'll be out there for that that Fig Community World show on the 5th at the El Rey. So y'all pull up to that. That's this coming Thursday. We'll be there. Easy call. You feel me? Mama called me. I got some boxes at the house. Gotta go pick them up before she yell at me. Come get your stuff out my living room. I'm gonna come get my stuff out your living room, lady. Shout out to all the black moms who yell at you for having your stuff in their living room. But yeah, man. So like I said, you welcome No Jumper Universe. You welcome YouTube Streets. I kept y'all more than entertained with the skullduggery and the larceny for the last 96 hours. So I'm about to go back into the content that got me to where I was. The news you can use, the knowledge that y'all not finna get nobody's college. Again, man, I have my fun. Every now and again, I gotta pop out and be ignorant. And I like to be ignorant outside in tangibility, not online. I like mine to be outside where you can get to me on live while we driving for 45 minutes to get to where we're going, and then there for 3.5 hours on live, and then let the battery charge for 35 minutes to get a full battery because I got that good portable charger, and then be live again for another 2.5 hours. And then as we're making it clear that everything is leaving, and I'm showing on live that everything's being packed up, and then just say that they pulling up. So that's cool. You know what I'll say about this though? I respect the fact that ninjas knew to wait hours to pull up. I respect the fact that ninjas made sure to make it a point not to be there while we was there all day during it and pop up afterwards to pretend. Like, I respect that because that shows a boundary and that shows a level of self-awareness. That shows a level of self-awareness, and I can respect a man that's self-aware. I can respect a man that's self-aware because if you really wanted a problem, this is what I'll say. I'm going to just say this. I would love for one of y'all to come play in the Crenshaw district. I would love for one of y'all to come play in the Crenshaw district. Go to Lamert Park and be funny. Walk up and down Slauson and be hilarious. Walk up and down Crenshaw and be hilarious. Go kick it at anything going on from the 30s to the 100s, from the 20s to the 100s, and go live. I think that it would be an amazing. I do it all the time. I do it in my hood. I do it in y'all hood. I'm all over this mother chucker. So I just want to see one of y'all do what I do. And then when somebody does what I do, then we'll take it from there. You feel me? But in the meantime, in between time, man, you know, again, I'm calling it. I just fed these bums. Failing podcasters. You know who's winning out of the no jumper situation? Adam. That is the one person winning out of the no jumper situation. The rest of you ninjas, barnacles. With that being said, man, I'm going to say it once, I'm going to say it twice, I'm going to say it thrice, so it's nice. And I know I'm repeating myself, but don't listen if you don't want to listen. But if you want to keep listening, keep it on ice. I just fed these ninjas. Almighty Suspect has, if I would have gave him this, he would be at the house crying with his daddy. He'd have to move back into his daddy house because he wouldn't be able to pay for groceries in his baby mama's house. You'd be back at your daddy's house. You're welcome, kid. Go make videos about me for the next month. All the reaction channels, y'all welcome. I don't strike nobody. Go use it. Even you weirdos who was talking ish and all that kind of stuff that really should get socked.
Hold up. He said, all you reaction channels, I don't strike nobody. Go ahead and use the content. Okay. All right. Boom. Then he says, Almighty, I got you being able to get groceries for your baby mom's house so you didn't have to go back to live with your daddy. It's cold, man. But hey, let's keep going.
In y'all mouths, go for it. I don't strike nobody. No, it's one person I strike. I can't wait. And I'm about to get his whole page. And I'm finna make it my page. YouTube got some stuff going on. Let me know if you need that information. Because when people try to play with you with copyright strikes, you can actually take their entire page through YouTube's legal services, and then it becomes your page. So you'd have a second page. Let me know if you want to get that information, because I'd be more than happy to give that to you too. It's nobody who y'all even know in the podcast space. It's none of the podcast ninjas. It's a very low level person. And I just took a very personal interest in it, and it makes me happy. With that being said, though, red dots to the left, y'all know the rest. I just gave y'all a play for the full weekend. Starting Monday, we back to the regular scheduled program. And news you can use, knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. Doing back to what God is great. Continue to give y'all good media. Continue to cover these LA events. And we make sure we always tell y'all, Marathon Burger on Melrose, pull up there. It was a beautiful day today. Marathon Burger Venice, pull up to there. That was a beautiful day today. Every table in Culver City, beautiful day today. We was over there. And shout out to G Perico. Bury your macaroni and cheese. We was outside doing that, man. So make sure y'all tap in with the tap in. Like, comment, subscribe for everything we got going on. And y'all know the deal is Rich Trapper signing out. TNN Trap News Network, the only LA podcaster media space outside on the ground, giving y'all news y'all can use and knowledge you can't get nobody's college. We up out to the next one, though. And y'all know the deal. It's free Avenue Angel, so he's free. We go.
No. Sorry, Trap. We ain't finna do this one yet, bro. This is Munchie B versus everybody. Yeah, no. We go to that one another time, man. You sticking with the content and the topic, man.
To get along.
So we gotta do.
All right, man. So I tried this once. Let's go for a second time, broski. You gotta dig what I mean, man. So today was the grand opening of the Marathon Burger, the second location. The first time the Marathon Burger had a grand opening, it was a kerfuffle. Rockstar 2800 was up there trying to get interest. You gotta dig what I mean, man. Black Sam said, no, go get busy. Go put in some work and then come get you a smash burger. Shout out to the Marathon Burger because they showed me and Kat a lovely time when we was there. I had me a good old smash Marathon OG burger and a blue lemonade. Okay, that's beside the point. Today was the grand opening of the second day. I looks on my Instagrams. I see that Brandon is up there with Rich Trapper. Shout out to Rich Trapper, shout out to Brandon, and shout out to Almighty. I have no dogs in the fight. I said, huh? Okay. And then I hear word from a little bird that Almighty finna pull up pronto. You gotta dig what I mean, man? And I told myself, I'm like, man, I hope it don't go down. Just for the sake of Brandon, Rich Trapper, and my boy Almighty. Because this is worthless. But Almighty like, nah, ain't nobody finna make me seem like, you know, dig what I mean? I'm not gonna pull up because I'm with the pull up activity. So we finna call Almighty and we finna let Almighty get his narrative off and let it be known what happened, Peasky. And this we finna call Almighty. We're gonna get into Almighty narrative and we're gonna get into Brandon narrative. And if Rich Trapper answer the phone, we're gonna get into his narrative too. Let's get into it, Peasky. Cut the phone, cut the ish down. Okay. If you don't answer us, we get into Brandon. And I know Brandon can answer. Oh, Brandon answered. Okay, Ben. Boom, we here. I was like, God, Brandon, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. So I'm basically giving the people the rundown, letting them know that the first time that the marathon opened, there was a Rochambeau with Rockstar 2800.
Yes.
And I was just telling them how I told you, like, hey, Brandon, man, just have a good day up there because we already know the first time it messed things up. So I guess Almighty Suspect came up to that Marathon Burger looking for issues, and y'all was up there, you, Rich Trapper, and a couple of other dudes just lounging. Tell us about it, Brandon.
I mean, it was me, Rich Trapper, Gangland Neem was up there.
Oh, Neem, shout out to Neem.
Baby Tyson. Man, everybody was up there. Matt Barnes, Dodie Six. Matt Barnes, Dodie Six, India, whatever her name is.
India Love girl?
India Love was up there.
Man, what? That's crazy.
Hey, bro, the homie Juju, you know what I'm saying? All the homies from 40s. You know, they my homies now because I met them and they was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was all up there chilling for hours, like 4 hours.
Right. I seen you posted earlier that you was up there. Did I seen on Suspect story? He like, well, I'm about to head up there. I hit him with a question mark. Like, what's up with that?
Right.
And I'm like, bro.
Yeah, he got there like 5:30. Everything was getting shut down by like 4:30. Everybody, you know, all the hood dudes and all that, they you know, they was congregating in the alley.
Yeah.
So we was all in the alley, and then the police came like, hey, y'all gotta like move, leave, whatever. And I had to go anyway. So as soon as I'm going, I'm sure somebody was texting them or something.
They say Gurb bounced out with the members.
I don't know if he bounced out with the members or whatever. But you know, you gotta understand, he grew up in LA, so I'm sure he got some friends who he know up there.
Right.
Because it was some dudes that I went to school with who was up there, who are from LA.
Well, what was he trying to fight or what? Like what was the point? Did he pull up because you said he wasn't gonna pull up, or what was it?
I don't know if he was trying to fight or what, but I know for a fact it was several dudes up there who got issues with him, but I don't know if they left or what. But you know, it's LA. You know, people know how to play it.
Right.
People know how to like watch and see what's going on, because there's nothing that kept that dude from rolling past, seeing who's out there, and then decide, okay, I can roll up now. You know?
Yeah. And that's
it's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, it's damn near borderline disrespectful. After seeing the Rockstar 2800, and I'm just speaking in general. Like, why would you want to bring issues to the grand opening of something that's honoring Nipsey Hussle?
Exactly. And when he first posted, he was on the boardwalk, but he was way on the other side, away from Marathon Burger. So like, no one will see you because it's one little area by like the Gold's Gym on Venice Beach, the Muscle Beach. But yeah, why even go up there trying to start stuff? But I'm gonna tell you something. If you would have went up there when I was up there, I would have been the last of his problems. Because there's a lot of dudes up there that's just, they straight up no jumper K. They hate everybody on no jumper.
Hey, look, when I went to the Marathon Burger, me and Hellcat, I was worried about that. I'm like, dang, I wonder if they know that we be frequenting no jumper. I ain't trying to have no problems trying to eat a burger, man.
Yeah, so like when I was talking to Dodie Six, he was like, hey, you be on no jumper. And I was like, well, I went up to him and I was like, hey, I be on no jumper.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, oh, you be on no jumper? You be with them? I was like, yeah, I be up there. He was like, yeah, I don't with them like that. And I was just like, okay, cool. And then I was like normal about it. And then we was just talking. Like, we was chilling in the alley talking for like me and all these guys. We were talking for a while. And then, it started to get late. And I had another engagement with my lady to go to the movies.
Yeah.
So I had to dip. Yeah. But it was shutting down anyway. But yeah, man, I don't know what his intentions were, but what we learned is he still hasn't learned.
Well, he said that he basically was challenged to come up there. Like, somebody said niggas is up here, basically saying that nigga, where you at type shit. I'm open opportunity. I want to say it was Rich Trapper probably. Rich Trapper probably was the one.
It was probably Rich Trapper, and Rich Trapper had left already. And trust me, Rich Trapper was, he got a lot of love in that section.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They with him. I could see that off the rip.
Yeah, Rich Trapper from that area, right? Slauson and all that.
He from 60s.
He from 60s, yeah, sure is.
Yeah, and so he walking around, he ain't, like people say he got security. He ain't got no damn security.
Yeah, Rich. I didn't know that Rich Trapper or Suspect had issues. That's new to me. Like,
it's like this. I think he got issues with and the dudes who roll with him, if he say we got a problem with this person, they gonna have a problem with that.
Oh, so it could have went up.
That person.
Yeah, because thank God that y'all missed each other then, bro. Because I even told Sus, like, bro, don't go up there tripping, man. It's not worth it, honestly. And I get it. You young and you want to show face, and you don't want to feel like somebody holding you.
He's 30 years old.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I told him that too. I'm like, well, you ain't that young. You ain't that young.
I think because people keep saying you young, and I give him like the opening, like. But the thing I'm telling you is, you know me, I try to keep it respectful. I ain't trying to be the guy who messes up Nipsey Hussle brother event. I don't want to be Rockstar. I don't want to be nothing like that. But those dudes who was with Rich Trapper and the dudes who he running around shaking people's hands and shit, they was with him. Because he was letting niggas know, hey, anybody pop up here? It's up. And they was like, yeah, for sure. They was ready. They were soldiers. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank God it didn't go. Bro. Thank God it didn't go down like that, bro. Because regardless of it, bro, the way we feel about our community, it just ain't a good look anyway. Either way it go.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, like when I was in the alley with the little YNs, they was like, "Hey, we want to slap this one dude, right? Oh. Somebody who comes around no jumper."
Okay.
And I was like, man, y'all got more class than that. Like, leave that dude alone.
Who they wanted to slap? Who?
All these dudes. I'm not saying the name. I'm not saying the name.
So we can already guess damn near who it is.
Because it could start a beef. But the thing is, I was just like, man, y'all got more class than that. Yeah, but niggas always be talking. I was like, bro, but let them talk. And they was like, you right. You know, you gotta be like big bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got so much more y'all could worry about. Y'all got so many things y'all could do with yourself. Don't worry about people that's just running their mouth. The same way I was trying not to worry about Suspect running his mouth.
No, you handled it maturely. It's just the no jumper audience wants to see a crash out. They want to see chaos. But you definitely handled it in a mature way. Me personally, you handled it more mature than me. I would have threw something. At your ass, man.
Hey, but can I tell you something though?
Yes, sir.
One thing with Suspect that I will never respect, when he got around Marathon Burger, was he acting the way he acted on No Jumper, all loud and yelling and arguing it. He's very respectful. He's very
Suspect cool.
cordial.
Suspect cool, bro. I mean, look, this is the thing about Sus. When I came out there, me and him argued 3 hours off camera. Real deal arguing. And I'm like, oh, this is just an argumentative ass nigga. He just likes to argue.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Was he calling you bees and doing all that?
Nah, hell no, bro. No.
But see, like I told people, Flacco got Sus thinking, oh yeah, I could try short, stocky dudes. They not gonna do nothing. He's a very simple-minded person. So he sees the person who reminds him of someone else, and he feels like, oh, I could get on this person. Oh, he talks a certain way, so I could challenge him. When he around them little gangsters, them YNs and all that, he's very respectful. He watches his tone. He watches his tongue. It's all.
But that's damn near every nigga, man. You ain't gonna come around a group of niggas talking reckless shit. That's every nigga.
But why not lead with that period? You think if Munchie B was like, hey, Sus, you a B. You think Sus will jump up? You a B. What you gonna do? Do something. You think he gonna do that with Munchie? You think he gonna do that with Anthony?
Well, nigga, playing devil advocate, Munchie B can't see. So, I mean.
No, but it don't matter. It's people who ride for him. You got Tiny Munchie and all them other dudes.
Yeah, true,
but forget it's LA. It's LA.
True. That's true.
One word.
Yeah.
One word and you might not make it home.
Yeah, that's the bad thing about LA, Lord. They say one word, you might not make it home. Well, shit, all right. Brandon, let me
ask you one question. One question before you go.
Go ahead, B.
Name one member, a real LA gang member that Suspect know about that he's ever gave that energy to.
Nigga, Frosty the Snowman.
Bro, listen.
That nigga's from Inglewood Family Gangster Bloods.
Okay, but what I'm saying is they grew up together. They was friends and they was making raps and all that stuff. I'm saying somebody who he just met, like, and they say something disrespectful.
Let me see.
It ain't happening, bro.
He ain't really met no new bangers like that. But hey, you gotta give him that Frosty though, because the nigga is from Inglewood, and he do be in the same building with Munchie B for the time being, and it could have happened.
Yeah, could have happened. But guess what? He gives all the respect to Munchie. Like, I would even say to the point of deferring to Munchie, like, you got it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that. I don't know. That's
all right, well, hey, listen, I'm around them. I see it, and I see a lot of, more like I'm going to be agreeable with them and try to get them to validate what I'm saying. Not like it's Inglewood, so I got smoke with Inglewood. See what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's all I know. But let me tell you, oh, yeah, you got to go. But, hey, yeah, man, nothing happened. Everything was peaceful. The land is still the way the land been. It ain't going to change no time soon. And it's time to move on to greener pastures.
Yeah, that's a fact. I can definitely agree with that, Brandon, for sure. Yeah. Well, I'm going to holler at you a little later. I appreciate you, man, for answering, Peasky.
No worries, man. Live from prison, man. It's a prison phone call. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, man. All right. Man, y'all heard Brandon. Sus was trying to call me while I was on the phone with Brandon. Let me call Sus back, man. It's time for Sus to say what he got to say. Sus got to say his one, too. That's what I mean. What's up, Peasky, man? We got Sus, you live.
What's happening?
Yeah, man, we got the almighty sus gurb in this thing. I gotta tell you, I just got the phone with Brandon. He gave me his recount of what happened. He said basically, you came up there after he was already gone, basically.
But how would I know?
Yeah, I know.
I'm still right here, nigga. He could come back. What the fuck?
Well, no, it's over with. I'm happy.
When that nigga get here, they didn't tell me no time. Did you ever see them niggas say a time?
Nah, I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna lie though. Okay. I'm happy y'all missed each other, bro.
That's love, yeah. For surely. I thank you, bro. My bad, gang. I just got a marathon burger from my boy Brian Hurst, baby. You feel me? Niggas I'm up there getting burgers, nigga.
Yeah. No, Sus out there popping. Sus out there.
I'm still right here. Nah, but look, some real shit. Did you ever hear them niggas say a time?
Nah, he didn't say no time.
Nigga didn't say no motherfucking time. They said show up.
Yeah. But who told you to show up? Was it Brandon or Rich Trapper?
Both of them.
Oh, both of them.
They never said no time. They just said marathon burger, nigga.
Yeah.
All day. Nigga, Rich Trapper all on Instagram. Nigga, go look at his Instagram videos. Nigga, all on Instagram talking about I'll be here all night. I ain't going nowhere.
Oh, so y'all up there. Man, why y'all bring like I told
in the background, nigga.
Like I told Brandon, why the hell don't be disrespecting Nipsey like that, y'all? Come on, man.
Look, bro, this don't got nothing to do with that man. Rest in peace to that man. He was the GOAT. He was a legend. You feel me? I'm a huge fan, but it don't got nothing to do with that. Niggas acting like I couldn't come somewhere, so I showed up. Point blank, period. Nigga.
Right. Look, I told Brandon, I'm like, bro, Sus is just argumentative. Me and Sus argued off camera for 3 hours, nigga, and it was good.
That's just what I do.
Facts.
Niggas be trying to act like that's just me. Like I be acting like on some cameras, bro. That's just how I am.
Yeah, I can solidly vouch that nigga Sus is an argumentative nigga. Me and this nigga argued. We was sweating in the car arguing, nigga.
Facts. I'm yelling top of my lungs. That's just me.
Shit was crazy.
That's just me.
Yeah.
You feel me? I don't pick and choose. Man, I'm arguing. That's just what the fuck it
All right,
is.
so Brandon had to tell him. He said, bro, Sus don't. He said, name one gang member Sus don't never talk crazy to. I said, nigga, Frosty. You can't take that from him, nigga. You talk crazy to Frosty.
Right? And we chased him down the street. What the fuck?
I'm B team, and I just gotta give it where it's. Give it up.
I feel you. I understand. You don't got to disrespect it, but we all seen the video on YouTube when the nigga pulled up. We chased him down the street.
I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I argue with AD. I got into it with T-Rail.
Sure did.
Man, stop it.
Oh, you did get into it with T-Rail. Bad.
Bro, niggas be lying, bro. I don't pick and choose nothing. It just so happened that most gay members be fucking with me. For the most part, if not, we be beefing with them niggas. It's up, so what? But for the most part, niggas fuck with me. I argue with whoever I disagree with. It don't even be like if I don't fuck with them. Because I argue with a lot of people I fuck with. Should I argue with you?
Yeah, Sus is like Sus, you like a Louisiana light-skinned nigga. Them niggas be getting mad to the motherfucker. Nigga, quick as hell, nigga.
Like, that's just me, gang. I don't be putting up a front. I don't be putting up the act. That's just me, gang.
Yeah. Well, what do you think you're gonna be able to come back, bro? Because of course people still want to see you on a no jumper platform, my nigga.
I don't know. We gonna see.
We gonna see, bro.
I don't know.
We gonna see.
We gonna see. You never know.
Yeah, we never know. We never know.
I ain't gonna say too much, but you feel me? I done had a couple conversations already.
Right. Yeah, we gonna see, man. They might have to tell Adam, bring Sus back, make him do an episode of anger management.
That's love, bro. I appreciate that. And I'm out here fucking with the fans. Hey, I'm talking to a nigga on the podcast. What you just said? Hey, I've been offensive since 9th grade. You know, I've been hearing this whole music. Like, it's tight. It's lit. No crap, nigga. We outside running in the nigga. We showing love. Nigga, fucking nigga me.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't looking for me, nigga.
Yeah, that part. Well, shit, enjoy your day, man.
Yeah, we outside.
All right,
yeah, bro. Good looking for tapping in with me.
You already know, Peasky.
Yeah, nice video, gang. Nice video, gang. Nice video, gang. We outside. We outside.
Already, man.
All right, Cliff. I fuck with you, bro.
I fuck with you, my nigga. All right, 100. All right, bro. So y'all get Brandon's side of the story. Damn, should I call Rich Trapper? Let me call Rich Trapper. Hold on. Wait a second here. I'm not giving somebody they just do. Let me call up Rich Trapper. I know Flacco ain't gonna like this. Shout out to Flacco. That's my boy. But hey, man, I fuck with Rich Trapper too. All right, man. We call it Rich Trapper, bro. It's the last person we ain't heard from. Got to talk. We hot. Man, we got Rich Trapper on, man. What's the deal? Is
this a live or a pre-recorded?
It's a pre-recorded.
Okay, man. You know, that matters. You feel me?
Yep.
Yeah, so
I'm glad you asked that. Sus came on cussing up a storm.
I said that my nigga, I can tell you this whole story and keep your monetization green. There's no reason to be ignorant about it. It's what happened.
Well, initially, where did you and Almighty Suspect even have issues? I never even knew y'all had problems, Peasky.
So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
You watch No Jumper?
I do.
You hear all the little jokes that's been at my expense for the last 6 months?
Oh yeah, I do. You know I do.
Yeah, and then Almighty Suspect instigating and well, let's talk about it. Who you talking about and all that, right?
Right. Also, so you on.
Look, so let's not gangbang because neither one of us go on the internet and gangbang. Right. So we can't say it's a gang issue. This is a grown man issue. So as us being grown men, if two dudes is fighting and I'm staring instigating the fight, do that mean that I want to fight?
Basically, I hate when somebody cheerleading on the side for me. I ain't gonna lie. I hate when it's somebody else cheerleading when I'm getting down with somebody else. Like, nigga, you get your ass out here.
So based off the outside situation and me and Flacco having a head up, and then Lush get involved, and then Almighty Suspect want to fan the Flyers. So I'm not tripping. Since you want to be involved, get involved.
Yeah, true for that.
But here's the thing, though. Is there a way that you can? I know you do your picture-in-picture, right?
Yeah.
So go to Almighty Suspect page right now.
Okay.
Can you go to his YouTube? While we talking, can you go to his Instagram page?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to his Instagram right now. I'm all right. Got you and Brandon and his shit loaded up down there.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll say this. Brandon is a lot more cracky than people think.
Oh no, I rock with Brandon, man. But you know,
Brandon got love.
I rock with Brandon on the intellectual level, bro. Although we both he a Pan-African, I'm Foundation of Black America. I actually like Brandon.
Right.
Yeah.
But Brandon, bro, Brandon was over there kicking it with me and my community. It was no problem, bro. They got love. Brandon was hanging out, bro, talking to my G-homies.
What you want me to go on, Sus? You want me to show the story?
So go to Almighty Suspect. Go to his YouTube, his Instagram channel.
Yeah, I'm on here now.
You see his story where he say, go to his story. You see what it say, see what the Marathon Burger here for?
Hold on. Oh, yeah, this is it right here. Hold up.
Okay, so how many hours ago was that?
That was 4 hours ago.
And then see how long it take him to get to the beach, bro.
But you know that California traffic is crazy.
It don't take you 3.5 hours to get to nowhere now.
But all right, hindsight 2020. I gotta get my soldiers lined up, man. It ain't just me. I gotta get my
pop. With his daddy.
You said what? He came what?
He came with his daddy, and I ain't even finna disrespect his daddy because that's somebody pops. Right? I ain't even disrespect nobody's parents.
Nah, son.
But he showed up with his daddy.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. Let me play it.
Hold on. We not finna gloss over that it took 3.5 hours to get to someplace that couldn't have been no more than 10 miles.
Okay, so it shouldn't have took 3.5 hours to get to that damn.
It should have took 3.5 hours. All right, so let's be 100. You see me out there, long line, interviewing people for hours.
Yeah, you've been out there all day. You've been out there all day.
From 11 o'clock till it ended at 5. Yep. It ended at 4. But the police started telling you people to leave at 4. Everything was packed up by 5, and it got back to being Venice Beach, the tourist attraction, with a heavy police presence.
But Sue, Sus just said it too on that Viral Way podcast. One of the dudes was like, of course he pulled a blade out on you because you a fighter. Niggas know you know how to fight, Rich Trapper. Of course he got to be ready. He ain't finna pull up and just, come on, bro.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Have you ever heard me ask anybody for a fair fade, or have you heard me keep saying, pack me up, line me up? You ain't heard me ask nobody for a fair fade.
I think you did. I think you wanted that fair fade with 600, if I ain't mistaken.
Pack me out.
Pack you out?
Pack me out. Come with all y'all homies. Lush, Flacco, 600, Adam,
yeah. You want everybody.
Whatever. Do what you feel like you need to do to get a win. Because here's going to think about this. People want to say, oh, well, it's not fair. You train. Stop getting into it with niggas that train.
That's true. That is true, though.
I don't get into it. You know what? Niggas can say what they want to say. On a respectful level of martial arts, people be like, oh, Brandon. Bro, you know I'm into martial arts. You know I'm deeply into fighting.
Yep.
So with Brandon being a black belt practitioner, a level of respect comes with that in our community. I'm not a gangbanger. I'm a fighter.
Right.
So
Brandon got a calm poise. But like I told Brandon, he came in there picking with Almighty. And
he did.
And Almighty is one of them yellow dudes that you know how the yellow niggas is, nigga. Super. I'm yellow. I'm from the South, but I know how to roast. But I know how it is, nigga. Goddamn, you trying to pick on me because I'm bright-skinned, nigga? You bright-skinned, Rich Trapper shit.
So back to your question. Why did me and Almighty start having it? I didn't have nothing until the niggas started wanting to instigate. So since you want to instigate, all I heard was I want to be involved. You spitting on niggas.
You pulling blades on niggas. So based off what I know about you, you super turned up. You over here getting drugged up and down that alley like a piece of cheese on a cheese grater. You turned up. So all I know about you is you would spit on me, you would blink on me, you would pound, you would do all that. Ain't that what he say?
Yeah.
So why is wrong when I come with the same energy? But I ain't doing no talking though. I just want to come see about it. Why I'm wrong?
Yeah. I don't think that's a fair fight. You an almighty suspect.
I didn't ask for a fair fight because I didn't come fucking with you. Excuse my language. I didn't come bothering you.
That's true though.
I didn't come bothering you.
That's why I told the people.
Too far.
I told the people, I'm like, look, I'm gonna make sure I call Rich Trapper because that's what I don't do.
We homies.
I'm not blackballing because you know how the narrative is. You know, I rock with Flacco too, but I'm not one of them niggas just
we homies, my nigga. We the politics on some whole other
on my mama, nigga. So I'm like, I'm gonna call Rich Trapper, bro. He definitely finna get his saying out of this thing for sure.
Because here's what the thing about this. It's all the jokes, right? Didn't niggas say you heard the narrative? Flacco slapped me across my face, right? You heard that, right?
What? Hold on, no.
That's Flacco's words.
Y'all got to fight?
Bro, when has Flacco ever breathed the same air?
Okay, I was about to say, bro, like I be lost sometime, Pete.
When we was on No Jumper, you saw the level of humility in Flacco's face. He wouldn't even look me in the eye. You saw it with your own eyes, bro. Mm-hmm. And then deeper than that, since I've been in town, my nigga, it's Saturday. I got in town Friday. I'm already blocked from the No Jumper chat. You already can't say my name out there. What in they chat? What have I done anything different that I've been doing from Atlanta except now I'm doing it in LA?
What have I done different? Oh, so that's another thing. You back in LA now?
Yeah, I live here.
Yeah, you back. I heard from Freebird.
No. Not only do I live here, I live in the same community as Adam. We don't live in the same neighborhood, but we live in the same community within the same 0.3, 0.4 miles. Our kids can show in the same school district, the same elementary school, the same middle school, the same junior high school, whatever you want to call a high school. You know how it goes. District.
Yeah, you in the same area.
Because here's what the thing. Why, my nigga, you already seen how I was living in Atlanta. My kids go to good schools. Why would I want to downplay and downgrade my children's education when they was already in the best schools?
Yeah, for real though. Plus two.
So why would I put them in the best neighborhood?
That's true, bro. Plus out there, bro, you damn near want to put your kids in the best neighborhood, bro. Real talk.
And then on the back end, because me and you chop it up, you know I'm serious about these kids.
Yep.
So if Adam live in this nice neighborhood, you got to remember, I'm not from New Hampshire. I'm from South Central. So when you're walking your dog and doing all this, why wouldn't I know where this is at? Why wouldn't I know these places?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, when it come down to you, do you think you and Adam gonna always have problems? I thought it was a time.
I don't have no problem with Adam. Adam ain't never did shit to me.
Right. So I'm surprised.
Hold on. We getting off topic. Hold on. Let's take it back to Almighty.
Okay, let's get back there.
Let's wrap this up.
All right.
Because you know me, I'll get all over the place.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? So let's wrap up Almighty. You did not have any type of study. It's all funny games until you got to actually come outside, and we both looking at it. You see that it took him 3.5 hours from the time he announced he was showing up to actually show up, right?
He's still out there though.
My nigga, the event is over.
Oh damn. All right.
My nigga, go watch my last live. You see me showing people putting up, bro, Almighty Suspects not there, and you see me showing people putting up the couches and taking down the VIP section.
Yep.
My nigga, if we're somewhere and they take down the couches and they start taking down the tip for the VIP section and the music is not playing and the DJ has left, what does that mean?
Now, I'm going to tell you like I told Almighty and Brandon.
What do that mean, Cliff World?
That means it's time to go. It's time to go.
And you've been in California.
Yep.
You feel me? You've been to LA. Now, I'm not saying you've been to Venice Beach, but would you imagine that Venice Beach being one of the most popular tourist locations in LA has a huge police presence?
Yeah, I'd have been to Venice Beach for sure.
So did you see a bunch of police out there?
I'm pretty sure it is. A lot of motherfuckers out there.
Is it clear that if you even burp into a bitch face, you're going to go to jail?
Yeah, straight up. Straight up.
Come on, man. So for that, from 11 to 5, if you watch my live, you don't see not a single cop. Not one.
It wasn't going to go down up there any damn way. I was so thinking that same thing. But
Here's what to think about that. There was a spot. You could have hit right behind them handball walls. No. Go back and watch my Wookie band. Go back and watch my Wookie band.
We gonna see your Wookie band. Let me go see.
Go back and watch it, my nigga. It's a space where niggas can win. And you can
okay. You talking about behind this wall back here?
My nigga, you can hear the conversations and niggas talking, and they're like, "Oh, that nigga Almighty pulling up." Niggas like, "Yeah." Niggas like, "All right, bitch, I can figure out how to get that." We just don't gotta mess up the event.
Well, that's what I was finna say. I was like, bro, like I told that to Brandon and Almighty, like, come on, man, this is Nipsey. This Nipsey
my
is
nigga, you been to Venice Beach, my nigga. So you know where the shops are on the boardwalk, right?
Yep.
And then you know where the handball courts are away from all that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's for show space. You can definitely get it. If it's just two people, for sure can go in the corner and get busy.
Have one of my homies or one of your homies both keep watch, and we be in the corner.
Oh, yeah. Man, that nigga, man, listen, bro. Rich Trapper, that's not a fair fade. I was just saying that about.
We can't hide behind what's fair and what's not fair because I'm not acting. I'm reacting. I'm just taking it too far.
That's true though. And just because it ain't a fair fight don't mean that nigga probably wouldn't get out there and squabble. He probably would.
What he do is his business.
Right.
What he do is his business. What I know is you can't slap a bear and then when a bear bites you, oh, that's not fair. You're a bear. What you slapping? because prior to this, my nigga, you think I just now found out about Almighty getting drugged by the BPS? You think that's new to me?
No, that ain't new to nobody. But in Almighty's defense, bro, wasn't he getting put off?
My nigga, all I know is this. I done been packed out a few times. I done got packed out and had a nigga bust me in the, I got that gap in my mouth.
Yeah.
That's when a nigga hit me in the face with a pipe. I didn't run. I just got beat up.
All type of slices on my face, man.
My nigga, I done been stabbed in the face 2 different times. I never ran. So I've been jumped.
Yeah.
I've been jumped. I fought.
I ain't gonna lie, I even fight better when I'm getting jumped. I feel that way. I feel that way.
And then getting jumped, hey, somebody just take one of them with you.
Yeah, I feel like I fight better. I feel like you get off. It look better when you getting jumped too, nigga, because you really can't take the L.
You've heard my content where I've said, you've heard me say, oh, I done been packed out plenty of times.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Man, hey, at least he pulled up to get packed out though.
Yeah, my nigga, I pull up.
I'm saying, at least he pulled up to get the put off.
Man, Almighty suspect is an almighty cheese block.
But can't you respect the fact that he knew the gang life wasn't for him?
Yeah, that's cool. I'm not mad. Look, what Almighty suspect do with his 16 life, blah blah blah. You can't say the word, whatever, blah blah. Yo, get your money, bro. If she lets you do it, that's your business. Because I'm not gonna put no cape on and save her. Forget her. I don't care about her. So I'm not so high and mighty where I'm like, oh my God, I don't give a damn about what you do for your money, nigga.
All right, so
I don't give a fuck. What a nigga do for his chili. What I care about is when my name come up and you start saying, wait, well, who are you talking about? Because you know what I'm saying, he don't know. So now you want to be funny? Well, I'm fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah. You want to be slick and do the under. Yeah, I feel you.
And this is what me and you both know. Niggas be passive. Let's not even take it to Almighty. I'm talking to everybody.
Right. Niggas
is passive aggressive, right or wrong.
That's a fact.
So why I'm wrong when I'm directly aggressive?
It's foreign to these niggas these days.
I don't play like. But then let me see this. I'm sure you caught a piece of my life today.
Nah, I did. I got my son over here. I've been nigga.
Man, my nigga, when you get a chance, go check that out. Go see. You a street nigga. Man. And we spoken how we spoken on Wooty Bam. Yep. Go see how much love I get, my nigga.
Oh, I see that. Trust and believe that, P. I see that already. That was my next question, though. All right.
My nigga, my community loves me. If you think my nigga, go look at my, don't fuck what I'm saying. Go watch my live.
I can see that. You know that the internet in real life is definitely not the same.
My nigga, I'm loved in LA.
Yeah. I'm
loved in LA, nigga, because I'm not weird like you niggas.
I'm about to say now, we done seen Hefe up there on the No Jumper News, and we know Flacco don't rock with that Hefe. And now that you back out there, where you gonna think you gonna pop up on the news a couple times?
I won't do a couple of nothing. Niggas can give me one time.
What you gonna do, Rich Trapper? Don't do that. What you gonna do up there? Whenever a nigga say they just need one time, they gonna do something.
I just need one time. That's it. I'm gonna leave that right there. I just need one time.
I'm gonna be out there next month. I told you.
Know what? Whoever there, God bless them. And all I'm gonna say is this.
Make sure I ain't there.
All I'm gonna say is this. If you a No Jumper staff member and you let them niggas trick you into not being the people that I got the problem with and all that type of shit, and you let them niggas trick you to be the nigga that's in front of me, God bless your soul. Because you gonna take it for your homies.
Oh no. I won't be there. I'm gonna be there next month though, nigga. Man, I told you I'm coming out that way.
But here go the thing though. This is what I'm saying. And here go the thing. We grown men, right?
Yeah.
So this is where I'm at with niggas. After today, you ain't gotta worry about me talking about Almighty suspect. I don't care about that. I made my point.
Yep.
I made my point. I came outside. You waited till everything was over. Almighty suspect can say whatever he want to say. We're looking at the situation for what it is. You said you was going to be there. It took you 3.5 hours to get there. You show up with your dad. The event is clearly over. Clearly.
Now, what's so wrong with showing up with your daddy, man?
Ain't nothing wrong because y'all heard you heard me on the phone with my daddy and my uncle pressing wax. So ain't nothing wrong with it.
Okay, nothing wrong with that.
But I would have took me 3.5 hours because I would have had to wait for that nigga to get off work to get a ride.
This nigga crazy, bro. So Almighty suspect didn't show up with a gang of people. It was just him and his daddy.
Man, come on, bro.
Oh man, I thought suspect pulled up with the members. Hey, now he's still out there though. It seemed like some more people might have showed up.
The police are there. The event is over.
Yeah. That's when the niggas.
Okay, so all right, hold on.
Yeah. That's when the niggas get to show out. As soon as the police show up.
Go look at his story. Show me. Do you see crowds and crowds of people out there? Because when I was out there, I was sitting there hundreds of people.
He did just post a new story. Let's take one more game.
Okay, so is there hundreds of people out there?
Let me see, hundreds here. He pulled up though. Venice Beach. That that hairline, struggling. Let me see. He did pull it up. Let me see. Venice Beach, Venice Boulevard. Why y'all about to do that to Nipsey Hussle stuff? Golly. Why would y'all do that?
We weren't doing nothing Nipsey Hussle stuff. Why would you show up if you know you fucking whack to a place that you ain't welcome?
So you mean to tell me today?
Man, hold on, Cliff. Hold on. Do you see hundreds of people out there?
Let me see. I see hundreds of people, my nigga. Hundreds.
You do it look like they out there for that? Or they just walking the beach, my nigga?
Man, it looked like when the club let out.
Man, when the club let out?
Mm-hmm.
Like when the event over?
Yeah, like niggas looking like they're looking for something to do now.
Let me ask you a question. When the club let out, is that the time to start fighting, or you know you're going to go to jail because the police right there?
Man, you know, I'm the type of nigga to leave the club 30 minutes before it let out, because that's when niggas start shooting.
And then what happens when niggas start shooting? Where do they go?
Shit, niggas, home. Hopefully.
You gonna go to the graveyard or you gonna go to jail?
Yeah, hopefully you make it home, hell.
I'm gonna leave Almighty disappointment, Almighty victim. I'm gonna leave him alone after this. Based off what you know from being outside of California, can we agree that if niggas wanted to be there when I was there, they would have made it a point to be there, and now you just there to entertain your own ego to make yourself feel better and to entertain a chat of motherfuckers who really don't care about you?
That's the internet now. That's 2025 shit.
So with that being said, moving forward, there's nothing to say, because if you wanted to say something, I'm out here with the Crips, but yeah, you're not out here cripping.
Well,
that's a big difference, right or wrong.
Hindsight 2020. What if you and Brandon would have packed him? One could say,
no. Brandon wouldn't have fought that nigga.
Right.
Brandon wouldn't have fought that nigga. Brandon has a level of maturity that I should get to.
He do.
Brandon has a level of maturity, so I'm not even finna push that. And it ain't no pack outs, because you can hear it on the video. It's on my live, and it's still up. I said, the homie was like, what we doing? I said, we not doing shit. I'm going to take my rings off. You're going to hold them. Keep watching. You're going to turn the corner.
That ain't no good fade. No wonder. That nigga Almighty suspect daddy must be a hell of a squabbler, because every time that nigga show up, niggas, it's over. Man, he came with that. That nigga, when niggas say Almighty suspect got his daddy, it damn near sound like that nigga brought Stanley Tukey Williams with him. Oh, nigga, he brought Tukey.
Look, I'm going to say this.
That nigga brought Tukey with him.
All I'm going to say is this, because if somebody disrespect my pops, I ain't taking no understanding. So I ain't finna talk about a nigga pops. But,
but I'm just saying, from the history, I done seen. I done from history though. I done seen like when back in the day he got into it with Frosty and that nigga was like, man, he got his daddy. Them niggas took off running. I did see this nigga's daddy. Who is this nigga?
Oh, that's cool. I got a daddy too. You got a daddy. My kids got daddy.
This nigga sound like Chris Tucker off Rush Hour. Nigga, my daddy saved 5 crackheads from a burning building.
Yeah, okay. And then again, and I want to emphasize and re-emphasize, I ain't into disrespecting nobody cares.
Nah, straight up.
Yeah, so yo pops, whatever, blah blah blah. Yo, all right, cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I know. I'm giving him his props because it seems as though he must be like 4 extras. It must be like 4 extras.
This what I know. What we can agree on. Almighty suspect knocked on the door and I answered it. So you want this shit that you was asking for or no? Because again, I didn't go out my way fucking with nobody. I had an issue with Flacco, and then Lush decided to chime in, so we wrote Lush's name on the list. And then Almighty Victim decided to chime in, so now he put his name on the list. But Almighty Victim is the only one dumb enough to allow his ego to play him out of position. So I'm going to just give it to the chat real quick as a grown man. There will be no more content about Almighty Suspect. I'll give niggas whatever on FMW and all that. But besides this, you the only one I'm going to talk to, bro, because you my nigga. You feel me?
I fuck with you, Rich Trapper. I appreciate that, man.
Because here go the thing. I'm not going to talk to nobody else about it because I done built my platform off this type of shit.
Right.
You feel me? So my nigga, you my nigga. So I got you.
That's and I ain't gonna back.
Go viral.
This is my first one. I appreciate you, Peachy. This the first.
Nah, bro, go viral, my nigga. I'm showing you the same love I know you would show me.
Yep, off the back, man.
And then, I know I go on FMW. They gonna ask whatever, blah blah. Okay, cool. But I'm not making no videos, my nigga. I'm not even gonna react to this shit. I'm not recording on mine. I'm not doing nothing for it.
AD, what's up? While I'm on the line with Rich Trapper, AD, what's up? This nigga AD went ghost on me. He hit me. I'll be watching your shit. I'm like, my nigga, let me come up there. I think he seen. That nigga seen my homies from out there and was like, "Oh, hold on, nigga, hold up."
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
I see what you were saying now. Remember when you was getting at me?
Yeah.
I see what you were saying now, bro, for sure.
So with that being said, Almighty, you had a chance to pull up and be a man. I was up there from 11 to 5. We seen this shit. You posted 3 hours into it that you was gonna be there. You never showed up until 3.5 hours later when it was over. I get that. Yes, Almighty Suspect did show up. No, the event was not still going on. Yes, Almighty Suspect pulled up to the event. No, the event was not still current, and there was no DJ when Almighty Suspect got there. Almighty Suspect got there because he wants to show to you guys in the internet that he's tough. That's literally why he doesn't have a job now, and you're a father with 2 kids, and your main source of income is gone because you're all in your ego.
Dang, that's a crazy ending.
Where did I lie?
He might get the job back.
You don't have my nigga. You got kids?
Man, yes indeed. I got one of them back there right now playing the game.
Can they afford for you to not have your job for 4 weeks? Your income from 4 weeks, even if you get it back, can they afford that, or is that fucked up for your kids?
Well, I got savings. So,
But Almighty Suspect has no jumper. So you allow your ego and your emotion, and then let's play it like this. Let's play it like this, because we all see that I'm the only one in our podcast space that go everywhere. I was outside with the Pyrus and the Damus last summer with the Kendrick shit, right or wrong?
Yeah, I seen you. Yep.
In the Nickersons with the Bounty Hunters, and it was the Hoovers and the Troubles and the LA Timberlanes over there. You seen that?
Yeah, you be moving around.
Now I'm on Marathon I'm at the Marathon shit with the Crips.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me not having any respect in the streets, being drugged up and down this motherfucker, bro? We grown men. You can say what you want to say on camera, Cliff. You know how niggas in LA view Almighty Suspect. You hear that shit just like I do, bro.
Yeah.
You know how niggas view Almighty Suspect. So you're so caught up in your ego that you even run the risk of fucking with a decorated nigga like me. So
I think he was looking for Brandon. I think he was more so trying to get.
My nigga, it don't matter what you. I'm looking for you. and this is where people get the game played at. People can say whatever everybody can say what they want about me thinking I'm tough in the chat. Didn't nobody tell me shit today when I was outside.
Hey, when the nigga, that's what I'm saying. Nigga, you seen me, Rich Chopper. I just got popped. I'm out here. I'm out here, man. That's the last thing I would have did was stay tucked up and I'm saying this and that.
Especially when you on camera spitting on niggas and all that type of shit, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
how come I didn't get spit on today?
Yeah. Hey, man.
No.
I ain't gonna lie, Almighty. I know your daddy tired of you, bro.
God dang. The worst thing Almighty Suspect could have did today was come outside after it was over trying to fake like you tough. All you did was show the bitch in you, my nigga. That's all you did. You would have did better off strategically from a marketing and advertising and a professional standpoint. You would have did better off staying home, pretending like you was Adam or Lush, fake acting like you too good as an excuse to come outside because you scary. Acting like you too good is a way better way out of it than faking like you was going to do something.
You can't act like you too good now, nigga. You should have did that before you did that. Nah, don't act good now, nigga. No.
Come on, bro.
Ain't no acting good. Come outside.
How you gonna act tough when the DJ gone?
Shit, nigga, Brian Hurst baby out there throwing up 6-0 right now.
Is the Almighty Suspect out there cripping, or did he just see Brian Hurst baby and get excited and start sucking dick?
Hey man, you know Almighty don't bang.
Hold on, let's call a spade a spade. If I was up there all day, did I not see my young homie Brian Hurst baby doing shit? If I was up there all day?
Yeah.
Okay, was it necessary for me to be validated by standing next to Brian Hurst baby?
No.
Nah.
No, it wasn't. Because I can't validate Brian Hurst's baby, and he can't validate me. We two grown men.
I'm about to go to this new Marathon Burger too, hell.
We grown men. So let me ask you a question, Cliff. Let's be grown men about this. I'm next to Brian Hurst's baby, okay? And then what? You're not cripping. You're just with a crip.
He basically saying, I'm up here with your homies right now.
No, you're not. I'm grown as fuck. I'm like 10 years older than Brian Hurst's baby.
Yeah.
Like, I got love for that nigga, and I appreciate everything he contributes to the community, but my nigga, I'm not that age.
Right. Whatever one can say, well, why the hell are you trying to...
My pants were put up on my waist all the way today. I don't even sag.
Well, why are you trying to beat the brakes off Almighty? That's what one could say.
Why do I want to whoop on Almighty?
Because you weren't going to take it light on him.
No, I wasn't. Fight. No, I wasn't. Why would I do that? Stupid.
Like, nigga, cuz, nigga. God damn.
Who fights to not win?
Bro, just because you took it light don't mean you ain't going to win.
Who fights to not win?
Just because you took it light, you finna go in there and just full.
Bro, so you can whip out your knife on me so you can be a
Oh, yeah, true that. See, you right about that, my nigga. That's crazy. You right. True that.
I mean, I've been stabbed in the face twice. I've been stabbed in the face 2 times. I've been stabbed in the spine. I've been stabbed in the hips. Well, Almighty gonna be the 5th nigga that stabbed you?
Yeah, nah. You right, niggas.
No,
be
bro,
shell shot. You right about that.
Now, what I'm not gonna do is stump on you when you hit the ground. I ain't gonna do you like that.
Oh, nigga, you come on. That's how you know you ain't from the South, because, nigga, you know niggas in the South stomping your ass as soon as you hit the ground.
Nah, because, you know, in LA, that means something different. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna put it like this. If you go that route, you gotta go that route. You feel me?
You might as well smoke me then type shit.
Yeah, you feel me? So if I'm gonna do that to you, I might as well just do it to you all the way.
Yeah, that's true that.
Because here go the thing too. Young Almighty suspect is so caught up in his ego, he gonna want to come back and do something to me because his feelings gonna be hurt because he ain't gonna be able to take the comments.
I don't know.
So me being a real one, me having been stabbed in the face twice, being shot in the head, being shot in the arm and all that type of shit, shot in the leg, and know what it's like that real ops, I got real enemies.
Real shit, nigga. I still battle, nigga. I won't get back still right now. I'll throw this shit, nigga, boy.
Come on, bro.
My nigga.
So again, all this with Almighty is 100% a reaction out of his ego. Why is Almighty on my list? Because he put himself there. I was not bothering that little.
I got the answer. So he is searching himself to shoot shit with you and Flacco, which is frivolous. That's frivolous too.
It wasn't even me and Flacco. Lush inserted himself with me and Flacco. Almighty inserted himself with me and Lush.
Okay, so that's his uncle.
Yeah. So go for it. So you want it to be funny, and this is what niggas say. Oh, well, bro, all I was saying was, when I was in Atlanta, I couldn't say nothing. I didn't say shit. Niggas didn't even know I had this type of energy in me.
Yeah.
Straight up. But here go the thing. If I'm in the South, if I'm in Atlanta, what the fuck can I do to a nigga in the chat? When I'm screaming, cussing y'all at the chat? That's stupid.
Get your blood pressure high?
That's dumb.
Yeah.
No, I'd rather be quiet. And all right, so now that I'm here, you knew I was coming out here. I've been telling you for a minute. I'm finna pop out on these niggas. It's gonna be bad.
Oh.
You knew.
Yep.
And you know what I'm saying? Here's what the thing too. Again, back to no jumper. Adam and Flacco gonna ban me from the chat. What have I been doing different? Nothing. The only thing different is I'm in LA.
You banned from the chat?
You can't even say Rich Trapper in the chat.
Oh dang! I didn't know all that.
You can't say Rich in the chat. You can't say Rich Trapper in the chat at all. But what have I done different than what I've been? I'm just in LA and I'm just now accessible.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. Yeah. I see exactly what you're saying.
So if
now.
you will go watch my live, I'm in Lushhood for an hour and a half smoking weed, eating a burrito. Because it's safe as fuck over there.
Over in Lush Live?
Yeah, because, follow what I'm saying. Because, you can't say, Lush, he's slewish. You feel me?
Yeah.
So how you a white slewish man and you're poor? How you fumble that bag? How you really fumble a white privilege bag? Like, when you think about it, bro, you're a white slewish man and you're poor. How did that even happen?
That's crazy, Pete.
You're a different level of failure.
Is he really slewish, my nigga? Is he?
Yeah, he's slewish. He's slewish.
We talking about the same thing, right?
Yes, bro. Triangle up, triangle down.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I mean, I knew something.
Because you've never seen a poor meth head slew.
I've never seen a poor slew.
Never.
Now that I think of it, I've never seen a poor slew in my life.
Never, bro. Never. So I'm in Lexus Slewish neighborhood. We're up and down La Cienega. There are synagogues and temples. I was on La Cienega and 18th Street. That's the heart of Luscious Hood because you hear let's say he's from West LA, right?
Yep.
Okay, so La Cienega and 18th Street is the heart of West LA.
La Cienega, that's where the big fan from.
And I'm out there on live, swinging my feet, eating a burrito, watching the successful people from Luscious neighborhood because here's the thing. It's not a bad neighborhood. It's extremely safe.
It's extremely safe.
I mean, Big Sad just said that. He was like, man, y'all gentrifying cribs. Big Sad just said it. He just said
bro, Lush's neighborhood is patrolled by Beverly Hills police. Nigga, it's drones that fly over.
Yeah, that sounds nice. I ain't gonna lie. That sounds like a nice neighborhood to live in.
My nigga, and then you keep going up and up and up, and then you get to where me and Adam live.
Oh, so you living in the rich people neighborhood?
Man, yes, my nigga.
Oh wow,
my nigga. So I'll put it to you like this. Here the next thing they gonna say. It's all on my videos. It's all on my videos, Cliff. They gonna say, well, Rich Trapper was in there with his security. Of course I was in there with my security, nigga. I got $100,000.
You got security?
Yeah, I got security, nigga. Hell yeah.
Where the hell you get security from?
Well, nigga, I got money for that.
Man, next time I come to LA, I'm gonna have my security with me.
Yeah, here's the thing, though.
You niggas
now, if you know Venice Beach, you can't have security on the boardwalk because he's armed security. So he's not under the whatever. So he can't actually go onto the beach.
So you can't have a gun on Venice Beach?
Hell no, nigga.
Not even the police?
So, not even the police can, but my security's not insured under the Venice Beach security shit. So they made that nigga say, behind the beach, like the alleys where the houses are. So they made him say right there, and I'm walking around. So in the first video, you will see the security with me. You don't see him with me through the rest of the video because they don't let that nigga come back in.
Rich Trapper out here walking around, high power ass Rich Trapper.
So here's the thing though, and my security know this. The security ain't to protect me from y'all, it's to protect me from myself.
Yeah. I mean,
that's a grown man.
If you see me with security in public, just know I made it, baby. That part.
Come on, bro.
That part.
And my security #1 job is, this is what I told him. Make sure that I don't get in the way of my own ego, because I'll crash. So if you need to pick me up and get me out of there, it don't matter, nigga. Get me out of there. Don't let me fuck nothing up.
He that big?
Yeah, he a good size nigga. He's not even nigga, he's Armenian.
Okay. So now I know he means.
And I even say this. Why is he Armenian? Because you niggas will try another nigga. Y'all not gonna try an Armenian for whatever reason. I'm scared of other races.
Mama, that's a whole nother conversation, Rich Trapper. I agree with your church, nigga, tabernacle. I agree.
But even when we having this kind of conversation, my nigga, we ain't never talked about this type of shit. Obviously, I'm getting money on a different type of level than these niggas.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so, but I can look and tell. That nigga Uncle Ice said, I can smell a nigga with money. I seen you sitting down there with T.I., nigga.
Kicking it. Casual.
I said, nigga, how Rich Trapper no T.I.? Y'all ain't seen that? Let me show y'all real quick. I'm gonna show y'all Rich Trapper with this nigga T.I.
And I even say this. So they gonna say, well, Rich Trapper has security, Man, my nigga, it's a live where I said my security home. They're not gonna let this nigga in. I say on live for another 2 hours.
That's crazy, bro. How the hell you know T.I.? Nigga, you sitting down with T.I. like you know the nigga.
Politics, fool. Because when it's all said and done.
Oh no, I done put it together. I put it together already. I done put it together already, nigga.
My nigga, you always hear me say I don't publicly.
I know what it is. It's too late. I done put it together.
Come on, my nigga. Yep. Because niggas play on the internet, but in real life, I'm one of them ones, nigga.
Okay.
But here go the thing too. I don't hang my hat on that. Y'all don't hear me make videos.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember when you first was telling people. It was a minute ago. You was like, you called a nigga a snitch. Nigga, you a snitch. I ain't never said that I was none of this. I ain't never said I was a crib. Nothing. None of that.
Nothing, nigga.
Yeah. I
remember that. And then remember how mad I used to get at that shit, right?
Yep. I mean,
where are all the popular internet crips at right now?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Rich Trapper, one person that hit me. I'm talking about as soon as he seen me post something crazy. Hey, bro, you might want to.
I can't tell you what to do.
I took heed though. I left it on the gram, but I definitely took it off of YouTube. Like, hold up, bro. Let me take this down. He not lying.
Because you know what my reputation matter today when I'm able to pull up with all my OG homies and all that type of shit. Who don't give a fuck about that shit. If I wasn't welcome, I would have got treated like Rockstar today.
Man, we was just talking about that earlier, but Rockstar got soured out. That was nasty.
Come on, bro. And how many niggas was in that?
Oh damn! Oh, so Black Sam's up there?
Yeah.
That's what's up. I took a picture with Baby Hoggy. Shout out to Baby Hoggy, man. I met him up there when I went to the first one.
My nigga, go to my Instagram page real quick and go look at my last post.
Let me see. What's this right here? See, you got that jewelry on.
Nigga, I took a picture with India Love. Nigga,
yeah. I just got that. Brandon was just saying that India Love was up there.
She smells so good.
Man, they gonna hog you right there. Look at it.
Come on, bro. And then let me ask you this question. So from outside looking in, do I look like a fan or do I look like a member of the community?
Oh no, you definitely a member of the community. Who is this dude right here? He looked familiar. He got
what he got on?
He got the black Vans on. You took a picture with him. You throwing up the peace sign.
Hold on, let me see.
He look like the homie Poncho. I know Poncho from A-Track Gangsters.
Hold on, let me see.
Somebody said that.
I gotta post my picture with that little nigga 36.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Oh, that's Adam. That's Nip cousin.
Okay. Oh damn, you did get India. India love slick bad for real. I ain't gonna bad.
And then look, hold on. Go back to the picture of me and Adam. We all see how unwelcoming their family are to people who don't fuck with.
You said this Nipsey family right here?
That's Nip. That's his first cousin.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm sure looking at his face like, who is this
so
dude?
Remember when Nip was telling the story about how they was having dinner with Adam and then he had the issue and it was at the restaurant?
Yeah,
that's Adam.
Yep. I do.
Sam was talking about Adam. That's Adam.
That's Adam, y'all. Y'all see Adam? I met Hoggy when I was out there. Man.
And then I'm gonna call a spade. And this ain't no shot against Brick, but we see the turmoil, the treacherous relationship between Brick and Adam. You seen nobody from our community but myself welcome with them niggas.
Yeah, cause you ain't do that yee shit, nigga, that them niggas did. You know what them niggas did.
No, my nigga, my shit different.
Yeah. And then you up there. Oh, okay. So let me stress that point to the audience.
I'm gonna say this too.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this too. My politics is correct. You think that I just showed up at Marathon Burger when I was stopping in my community first? You remember that video that I put up and I was at Taco Pete and then I was at the burrito store?
Right.
At the drugstore? That's in my neighborhood.
Look, this is what I'm about to tell the people. Just for the people who don't know.
To get what I have to get out the way first?
For the people back home who don't know in the South, you definitely not just pulling up to the Marathon Burger and you not wanted, man. I'm just let that be known, bro. If they know you from around the way and they know you was fraternizing with them dudes that they don't get around, yeah, you definitely not pulling up over there. 100%.
Come on, bro. And then my nigga, I'm pulling up the way I'm pulling up, and I would have walked out with my jewelry. Probably not.
Yeah, you out there. Yeah, they know you. You could tell, bro. You can see the authenticity. You can see the authenticity. That's what's up, man. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Shout out to Rich Trapper, man. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Rich Trapper, bro. Damn, he's sitting up there with thick India love. Y'all see it for yourself, bro. Jesus.
Mangoes wobbling.
Yeah, I'm when I come out there, bro, I'm for sure tap in with you, Peasky.
Okay, man. I mean, and then too, I'm gonna say this too, because I know we talking a lot of negativity and all that kind of stuff. No, I say, bro, look, and I'm so at peace. I'm over here getting the juice, fool. I'm over at the juice bar.
That what's up, bro. That what's up.
Yeah, you feel me? But I'm gonna say this. Hold on, my bad, bro. I'm making my payment real quick. Hold on.
Damn, you can tell she got that dump on her too.
Thank you so much. No, I don't need a receipt. Thank you. I'm gonna say this. After this, bro, again, I'm gonna keep emphasizing. After this, you the first and only person I'm talking to. I holla at Smack, I holla at T-Real, because you know that's part of our politics and some LA shit, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But as far as like talking to all the other podcasters and reaction channels, I said what I said, fool. Niggas had an opportunity to come outside and get cracking. Nobody did. And we not gonna hold on. And I want to say this too, because I don't want everybody to forget that Flacco didn't come outside. Ooh. I want everybody to forget that with Luscious. Hey, Cliff, is Venice Beach not in West LA?
It is.
So why Lush didn't come outside?
Lush, why you ain't pop out?
Nigga went live once.
Flacco, why you ain't pop out? Lush, y'y'all heard the man.
Have you go to Lush's page? Don't Lush be over there with his little weird ass homies. Him and his white boy saying nigga going live all the time. Why they didn't go live today?
Well, shit, let me go and get up out. I'm gonna let Rich Trapper go, man. Shout out to Rich Trapper. You know, dig what I'm saying? We finna bake this. This finna be hot Cantiana right here, like my boy, like Rich Trapper said. It's that Cantiana, man.
Man, it's that Cantiana, bro. News you can't use, knowledge you can't get in college. Y'all heard me speak about this for the first and only time. If you ain't gonna hear about it from back on Figure community, you ain't gonna hear about it nowhere else but my nigga Cliff World. Hey, and Cliff World got it so soon that I ain't going to go fuck with them niggas for at least another week. So by the time they get it, it'll be old.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, Rich Trapper, Peasky.
Man, it's all love, fool. You know I want to see you win.
Yep, I mean, it's the same, vice versa, man.
Always, bro. Hit me.
All right, yep. Well, that was a long phone call. I ain't gonna trim none of it out. Let the man talk. Everybody got their word in. You understand what I mean? Almighty showed up. He had to show face. Although he showed up late, he said he had to show face. We know Brandon was just there. He was there with the good vibes. He wasn't hiding anyway. I don't know. I think he was showing up anyway. Rich Trapper, he was out there looking for, he was out there seeing family, standing on business, looking for trouble, looking for Almighty. And towards the end, we heard he's looking for Lush and he's looking for Flacco. That's the content, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe if you got this far in the video, man. Anyways, man, as always, bro, we're going to sit up there and stay down until we come all together, man. It's just the largest point. If you want to interview, I will be out. If you out west, and we talking about the land, if you in the land, I'm doing interviews. I'll be out there next month at the end of the month, man. You got to dig me, man. Sus say he's still up there at the Marathon Burger looking for it, man. Although I don't agree. Come on, can y'all go do that at Tam's Burger? Damn, nigga, Nipsey I'm just saying, bro. Nipsey just opened. I'm just saying. He just opened the second store. Shout out to Black Sam, I mean, he just opened the second store. Yeah, hopefully one day we can get Sus and Brandon to get along. And I understand why Suspect was offended by Brandon, by him calling him, saying that he said the hard ER and he was kind of making fun of him because he bright skinned. I'm bright skinned, but I'm from the South. We know how to handle that. We roast things of that nature, bro. You know. But hopefully Sus and Brandon, they can come see eye to eye. I ain't gonna bad, man. Bring Sus back to No Jumper, bro. He one of the last OG original men. Bring Sus back to No Jumper, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Even importantly, I wonder if I can brokerage peace between Rich Trapper and Poetic Flacco. That's really what I need to be doing. I know Flacco, he ain't with it at all. He probably gonna be even mad that I mentioned Rich Trapper and his name in the same video. You're giving him clout, but I ain't like that, bro. I ain't like that, bro. You ever dig what I mean, man? No, bro. But the best I can do is see if I can get these to bury the hatchet. That's the role I play. 600, Christopher Lovejoy. Before we get up out of here, man, shout out to 600. I know a lot of people, you know what I dig what I mean? It is what it is, bro. All is fair entertainment. When we gonna get down? Y'all tag Christopher Lovejoy and tell him to meet me in any ring, bro. In America, we gonna get down, bro. Because everybody turning down FaZe. I'm tired of it. I just feel like me and 600, we both sized up. You understand what I'm saying? Put us in a ring. Give me about 2 months to condition, because I know he condition every day. Put me and 600 in a ring, man. We're gonna give y'all a Royal Rumble. We're gonna thunder. Real thunder. Thunder. You understand me? But hey, man, like I say, man, I had to go ahead and do this one real quick. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even worried about the monetization. Shout out to Rich Trapper. Shout out to Almighty Suspect. Shout out to my boy Brandon. Who else on my mission? Rich Trapper, Suspect, Brandon. Shout out to him, man. Hey, man, as always, we're going to sit there, stand, we come together. Y'all see Lil Cliff in the background, bro. He playing a video game. He's a preteen. Don't nothing impress him. And hey, man, I'm gone.
Hey, baby.
Feeling like cheese, trying to run 2 million, look like peas. These niggas rest, why they always cheese? I want me a rolling with a dime that's free. I gotta keep a block over shit, get grease. I want me a bitch that don't really need me. INDEPENDNT, that's what the bitch gotta be. Put on a strong, gotta pay a finder's fee. I ain't choose the game, but the game found me. Always praying to the Lord, have mercy on me. I ain't think I always have to have a 30 on me. I'm the MVP, put a jersey on me. Got that boomerang, I ain't Eddie Murphy. Strike 3 niggas out, yeah, it's a turkey. I fuck with Eddie, don't fuck with Perky. Front about you with a water.
Feeling like Rich, homie, I'm the man of the year. Walked in with 2 cups, I'm the man of the year. I ain't playing with these niggas, giving structure to my bitch. I be pimping on my hoes, I'm the man of the year. I'm feeling like Equal Dollar, I'm the man of the year. We gon' get the Benny clear, I'm the man of the year. I'm the man of the year, I'm the man of the year. I'm the man of the eye. I'm pimping like I'm done. I'ma stop at the store, sell me a onion. Go and get some backwoods in the back of Funyuns. Let a nigga play me sweetie, he gon' meet the honey bun. I ain't ride with it unless he got a 100-round drum. Get that nigga with the drink, he go ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. Hit it with the daddy stroke, I got the little baby sprung. Gotta keep that thing on you coming from where I'm from. Gotta keep that thing on you where you coming from the bird. I been juggling and finessing, get that boy and got that girl. She been moving up the ladder cause the pimpin' in the word. Baby shooting around here daily, why the fuck you acting scared? Hey, y'all got a scope, it'll knock down the bear. Got a new BBL, make a nigga stop and stare. Sending packs in the mail, use the next day air. I send the bitch 2, I put it in the air. Yeah, feeling like Rich, homie, I'm the man of the year. Walked in with 2 cups, I'm the man of the year. I ain't playing with these niggas, giving structure to my bitch. I be pimping on my hoes, I'm the man of the year. I'm feeling like Equal Dollar, I'm the man of the year. We gon' get the Benny clear, I'm the man of the year. I'm the man of the year, I'm the man of the year. I'm the man of the eye.
Vernon Avenue, dead homie, let him up and let me out this. Dead homies about to be a whole lot of plumbers. I'm about to knock your ass out too, Aaron the plumber. Vernon Avenue, I'm back. off the back on back Vernon Avenue or nothing.
Yeah, they done let 4 out. You know what I'm saying? That's good. You know what I'm saying? I know he Jews. He been hearing all the hoopla. Aaron ain't really quite been popping it. It's actually been Adam, bro, trying to line facilitate phase and whatever have you. But yeah, he say you need that. I think Aaron done moved on to bigger and better things, bro. A little bit like you know, got his boxing matches and shit. But that's neither here nor there, bro. And other news, as y'all may or may not know, today I think was the grand opening of the second Marathon Burger over there at Venice Beach. It was a nice turnout. They still out there right now, tapped in with the shout out Rich. Rich outside. You know, who say Rich don't be outside? So I know y'all heard about Rich and like his disputes with certain people in the culture, whatever, how you, him and Almighty was going back and forth, him and Lush, whatever, how you, this, that, and the third. Almighty, I guess, you know, Rich did invite him up there. It's crazy because Rich up there with Brandon and hella others, but it's a lot of people up there. But long story short, Almighty, you know, Rich was telling him like, man, you can't pull up or whatever. I don't really quite remember. He was telling you, he invited him to come get a burger with him and some other shit if that's what they want to do, basically. But Almighty say he pulling up. This was 22 minutes ago. So Almighty should be there by now. I don't know where he coming from, but let's just get into this shit, man. Rich outside, bro.
Oh, that's what it is. It's a Long Beach thing. Oh, I see how the politics hit. Oh, I see how the politics hit. We all we got, y'all. We push that. We all we got. That's it. And then look. Hashtag follow me, Shaniqua Stewart. Jay Olo. Come meet my nigga Brandon, fool. So this one of the critics that they call the police on. Oh my God. Yeah, so it's my nigga Jay Olo. You feel me? I was speaking up for them though, like they he was legitimately. In the world, that's probably right. They say, or sure, or maybe the one on Melrose. I don't know. Nah, it ain't on Melrose tomorrow. Oh, I mean, you know, but I mean, you know, God willing, God willing. Because yeah, I ain't trying to make no new ones, but I need them from all my owns for sure. For sure, for sure. I'm tripping. Do you really think? But I'll take the rings off. I ain't tripping. I'll get you see how you need it, my nigga. Let me get you on footage, bro. Yes, sir. Remember us from BTA. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And look, another year, we still outside. You feel me? My man was with me at BET last year, and now we doing what we got to do our due diligence outside. Good Marathon Burgers. Good Marathon Burgers. That OG burger in that hole now. No, gotta support Nip. You already know, man. Marathon continue, nigga. Good love outside. Good love outside. Wearing these stones, taking these trips. Run off on the plug, supplying these drugs. I want all my money in hundreds and dubs. They're one of you niggas to run up on us. Run up on us, there's hundreds of us. Bloods and Crips, hoes and pimps. I double my money and watch it flip. They call me City, I run the city. Rate my game, that's the committee. Ounce of sticky, bike do a Willie. Meek run Philly, meal to a Billy. Sandy's and Molly's and bars and lean. If you ain't about bands, you ain't part of the team. Call up Pablo, tell him what to bring. I'm just living my life, living like a king. Okay. Grinding, nigga.
What y'all think? Think he was busting? He say call Pablo and tell him what to bring. Pablo ain't bringing shit. Hey, but shit though, they was up there acting crow. Who say Rich don't be outside?
That's right. Do your shit, my nigga. Hell yeah. We outside, man. That's that Venice Beach situation. Marathon Burgers. Oh, man. Because my nigga, because I'm gonna put this shit on me real. None. Come on. Can you let that be that? Easy. I can't wait to see this. But you got him with an S on the end though. Oh, I got good.
He had to mute the politic. You heard him though. Blood in the background said, "I can't wait to cuss show up." This shit ain't good.
You talking shit, you spit on that nigga. Yeah, so he on his shit. Where that nigga 600 at? We at the beach.
Bro, that nigga, oh, he conveniently in Miami. He conveniently in Miami. Oh, my bad. With the Marathon Burger bag. Yeah, real shit. I'm trying to get my money for the first time. Said I know here for free. I think about Marathon Burger. Hi, Lord, what's the deal? Back heavy. Yeah, low key. Hey, where did you go?
Yeah, it did just dawn on me. That 600 workout spot. Man, bro, he in Miami, yo. You know what I'm saying? And he usually be there early in the day. He don't be doing all that, like, you know what I'm saying? From what I be seeing, is shit. I'm sure he would have came, bro. Got a burger. Shit.
Trying to go back to the VIP shit? Trying to go see the VIP shit? That nigga been on the way for the last 2 hours. What you doing, fool? Niggas been on their way for the last 2 hours, Pop. South Central ain't that big. LA ain't that big. It didn't take 2 hours. Excuse me, big dog. Excuse me. My bad, bro. Excuse me. Hey, welcome to the channel, bro. Appreciate you, my nigga. Hell yeah. Appreciate you. Maniac, I'm Venice. Appreciate you, my nigga. Good shot. Pleasure to meet you, my nigga. Appreciate y'all for coming through. What's the deal, OG? Pleasure, my nigga. I don't want to talk. He a bad influence. Every time I get this nigga, I get some shit. No, I'm kicking it. That's the almighty suspect on the way. We kicking it. I got some weed. Kicking it. We see you. No jumper niggas on the way. Let's see what time it is.
So everybody waiting on suspect? You know, the other day I just seen him say he was telling somebody, like, because they was talking about doing this, showing up here, whatever have you, and niggas was like basically making it like suspect can't pop out. Suspect like, nigga, I pop out to the Marathon Burger in the grand opening with somebody from 60. Fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? So he might be on his way, bro, with somebody from 60. We might have to see how this shit turn out. But Rich outside though.
Niggas are all that. It's not a safe space, my nigga. Hey ladies, how y'all doing today? That shit hard. Guys, them 3 pieces, that shit hard. Oh, nigga, what kind of food? They was moving around all through this bitch trying to get to your eyes. Oh, you gotta be, yeah, man. Your homie on the way, man. We trying to see what's up. Oh, almighty suspect. Oh, where? Trying to see what's up. Oh, y'all niggas about to do right here? Hit the corner.
Neem got some sense. I can tell, bro. He say, so y'all gonna do that here? Yeah, like, hold on, dog. You feel me? It's hella people out there, man. It's ain't they say good publicity, bad publicity. I don't know, bro.
Hit the corner. Y'all niggas crazy. My nigga. Oh, niggas already got the authorization. Oh, word. Hit the corner. Hell yeah, I'm chilling, my nigga. I'm kicking it. Man, I appreciate it, my nigga. So y'all about to hop that nigga? Nah, hell no. Look, this nigga Gangland Neiman here.
Look, Neem came in. This the nigga who lost suspect. Shit. I was like, you be sounding like that nigga a little bit. Like, if you close. Here it go. Here it go. Here it go. Y'all gotta be related. I get on whoever, bro. I get on whoever. You're a journalist. I get that.
Yeah. Neem say I get on whoever, bro. Straight up, it don't be nothing personal on this internet unless somebody like extremely pop. Some people be having real like Trapping Almighty. That shit seem like it's personal a little bit, or like it's past content. But some of this shit be content though. Nigga don't be really tripping like feel me or whatever. But yeah, y'all gotta tap into y'all make sure y'all go tap into Rich Trapper channel, Trap News Network. Watch the lives and shit. It was cool. If you wasn't able to attend, you gonna feel like you was there. You feel me? Rich did that for you. But yeah, bro. I did this shit in the middle of Almighty supposedly about to be on the way. So we're gonna have to see how this shit turn out, bro. You heard him? It's an authorized squabble. Yeah, they say whoop blood feet around the corner. It's good. Whoop cuff feet around the corner. It's good. Type shit. And I ain't gonna lie, it like I only got a glimpse of the live. It was a lot of like you gotta see it for yourself, bro. It it might not turn out good. I don't think it's a good idea if it ain't trying to be resolved. If niggas just trying to come clash, nah, that ain't good, bro. Resolve that shit, whatever have you. But yeah, Almighty said he was on his way. Feel me? What y'all think? What to make of this shit? Yeah.
I heard niggas was looking for me. Huh? I heard looking for Sess. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Look, I ain't feeling like myself. Me, they gon' need help. Let say my name. My bet his ass gon' get the belt. I stayed 100, kept the name, played the card that I was dealt. Signed the deal and we ain't heard you. Guess they got you on that. Outside, yo, you understand me? Yeah, niggas outside. Free my heart, baby. Go get you some sauce and donuts, though. You hear me? He gonna get you right. He gonna get you right. Yeah, you hear me? Come get you a burger too, though. You understand me?
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? We're Trapper Top of the NTN and Trap News Network, man. I'm off these mushrooms. Man, I just got done kicking it with the BPSs, the Hoovers, the Playboys, the Broadways. It was a good afternoon, man. Shout out to T-Rail, shout out to Jungle One, shout out to G Preco. All the homies, Rucci was out there, the NHP was out there, man. It was a good time, bro. So big love to them dudes. Go ahead and check me out on Instagram. You can check that out, man. But I just came to tell y'all something, man. I'm off these mushrooms. I'm feeling good. We've done all our trolling, bro. It was a good weekend. You know what I'm saying? Ninjas is pretending to pop out like bro, you weren't even outside for the pop-up, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Niggas went to Marathon Burger and all that, to the actual Marathon Burger grand opening, not to Marathon Burger after the grand opening was over and niggas have been there for 5 hours and now you want to show up eventually afterwards. You know, all that. You feel me? But with that being said, though, I'm gonna tell you what they're not gonna tell y'all. I don't have to talk about this no more. I said Sunday was my last day. I've been being petty. I said Monday I'm gonna get back to work, give y'all back to the content that got us to where we are. I didn't build my platform off drama, so I'm not gonna continue to keep up drama on my platform. I was just having fun this weekend because there's been so many comments and so many jokes at my expense. I decided to pop out and have my fun at their expense. And it's not funny when I play, but I play too rough. But that's a different conversation for a different day. Shout out to T-Real for hanging out with me all day with the dudes who drug Almighty Cheese Block up and down that alley. That was fire. They were actually there. The dudes who drug Almighty Suspect all up and through the alley, they was out there. T-Real was hanging out with us. It's on camera. T-Real want to be petty. I can be pettier. It's on camera. Check it out. T-Real was there hanging out with the niggas who drug him through the Wookie Bam. I say all that to say this. I really just stimulated the economy. I really just stimulated the economy. They need me over there. They gonna talk about me all week on No Jumper, and now they got a reason to. Keep in mind, oh, Rich Sharper's only been up here once. He's only been up here once. They've been talking about me for the last literally 5 weeks, and now they got something to talk about to stimulate the economy. I had to help out my son. It was a play, y'all. It was all a play. Almighty Suspect. He called me. He was broke. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, y'all. It's a play. Almighty Suspect called me. He was broke. You know what I'm saying? He was crying. Man, Trump, what I'm gonna do? Adam Farby, man, I need some money. I said, look, that's what we gonna do, bro. We gonna beef. I'm gonna call you out. You gonna show up, but you can't really show up to the Marathon Burger though, bro, because you got phase, bro. So don't show up there because they gonna really do it to you. You feel me? And then it's gonna get ugly. So I need you to show up after the fact. I need you to show up after the fact when it's safe, when it's good for ninjas to come outside. I want you to show up after the fact. I want you to show up after the fact when it's safe, when it's good, when it's all right for you, because really a buster. He goes, I know I'm a buster. I'm scary. I said, it's cool though, but you need something to talk about for the rest of the week because you ain't got no jumper. And I know how y'all are over there. You're gonna talk about me for the next 38 million days. You feel me? You can't continue on with life and just give people news they can use and knowledge they can't get nobody's college. You're one dimensional. You don't got too much, son. So come here. Let me show you how. Let me show you how to do this, kid. And boom, just like that, I gave him a play. Just like that, I gave him a play. There was nothing. There you go, suspect. I mean, victim. I mean, cheese block. I mean, Dotson. My bad. You know. So pay attention to it, world. Pay attention to it, world. No Jumper has something to talk about for the next week. You welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm stimulating the economy. In 72 hours, I came Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You know what? I don't even count Wednesday because Wednesday, I don't even count that. I came in Wednesday morning, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You feel me? Terrorizing. Let's make it 96. We'll add Sunday. 96 hours. In 96 hours, I did more than these ninjas did all year. In 4 days, I did more media outside in LA than these ninjas have done all year in their entire tenure at No Jumper or any other podcast space. T-Rail was outside today. I'll give him that. T-Rail was outside. I will give him that. I seen Gangland Neem yesterday. He was outside, so shout out to bro. You feel me? And Mickey was out there too. I ain't gonna never talk bad about the dudes who was outside. I never will I talk negatively about anybody who was actually outside. I will never talk negatively about anybody who was outside. But hey man, say man, ain't no time to play, man. Them dudes like to whatever. So with that being said, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. But what we all know the fact is, I just gave No Jumper 2 more weeks of content. You welcome, Adam. I hope keep that failing podcast afloat. Don't worry about it. I help keep that. Hey, random. Shout out to my nigga Young Six over there at Back on Fig too, man. Shout out to Young Six. He know the deal. Shout out to Young Six, man. We got some things going up. Shout out to Young Six, man. He a good dude. Got some things coming together real fast. Hey, we'll see this though. I'll be out there for that that Fig Community World show on the 5th at the El Rey. So y'all pull up to that. That's this coming Thursday. We'll be there. Easy call. You feel me? Mama called me. I got some boxes at the house. Gotta go pick them up before she yell at me. Come get your stuff out of my living room. I'm gonna come get my stuff out your living room, lady. Shout out to all the black moms who yell at you for having your stuff in their living room. But yeah, man. So like I said, you welcome No Jumper Universe. You welcome YouTube streets. I kept y'all more than entertained with the skullduggery and the larceny for the last 96 hours. So I'm about to go back into the content that got me to where I was. The news you can use, the knowledge that y'all not finna get nobody's college. Again, man, I have my fun. Every now and again, I gotta pop out and be ignorant. And I like to be ignorant outside in tangibility, not online. I like mine to be outside where you can get to me on live while we driving for 45 minutes to get to where we're going, and then there for 3.5 hours on live, and then let the battery charge for 35 minutes to get a full battery because I got that good portable charger, and then be live again for another 2.5 hours. And then as we're making it clear that everything is leaving, and I'm showing on live that everything's being packed up, and then just say that they pulling up. So that's cool. You know what I'll say about this though? I respect the fact that ninjas knew to wait hours to pull up. I respect the fact that ninjas made sure to make it a point not to be there while we was there all day during it and pop up afterwards to pretend. Like, I respect that because that shows a boundary and that shows a level of self-awareness. That shows a level of self-awareness, and I can respect the man that's self-aware. I can respect the man that's self-aware because if you really wanted a problem, this is what I'll say. I'm going to just say this. I would love for one of y'all to come play in the Crenshaw district. I would love for one of y'all to come play in the Crenshaw district. Go to Lamert Park and be funny. Walk up and down Slauson and be hilarious. Walk up and down Crenshaw and be hilarious. Go kick it at anything going on from the 30s to the 100s, from the 20s to the 100s, and go live. I think that it would be an amazing. I do it all the time. I do it in my hood. I do it in y'all hood. I'm all over this mother chucker. So I just want to see one of y'all do what I do, and then when somebody does what I do, then we'll take it from there. You feel me? But in the meantime, in between time, man, you know, again, I'm calling it. I just fed these bums. Failing podcasters. You know who's winning out of the no jumper situation? Adam. That is the one person winning out of the no jumper situation. The rest of you ninjas, barnacles. With that being said, man, I'm going to say it once, I'm going to say it twice, I'm going to say it thrice, so it's nice. And I know I'm repeating myself, but don't listen if you don't want to listen. But if you want to keep listening, keep it on ice. I just fed these ninjas. Almighty Suspect has, if I wouldn't have gave him this, he would be at the house crying with his daddy. He'd have to move back into his daddy house because he wouldn't be able to pay for groceries in his baby mama's house. You'd be back at your daddy's house. You're welcome, kid. Go make videos about me for the next month. All the reaction channels, y'all welcome. I don't strike nobody. Go use it. Even you weirdos who was talking ish and all that kind of stuff that really should get socked in y'all mouths, go for it. I don't strike nobody. No, it's one person I strike. I can't wait. And I'm about to get his whole page. And I'm finna make it my page. YouTube got some stuff going on. Let me know if you need that information. Because when people try to play with you with copyright strikes, you can actually take their entire page through YouTube's legal services, and then it becomes your page. So you'd have a second page. Let me know if you want to get that information, because I'd be more than happy to give that to you too. It's nobody who y'all even know in the podcast space. It's none of the podcast ninjas. It's a very low level person. And I just took a very personal interest in it, and it makes me happy. With that being said, though, red dots to the left, y'all know the rest. I just gave y'all a plate for the full weekend. Starting Monday, we back to the regular scheduled program and news reviews. Now that you ain't finna get nobody's college, doing back to what got us great. Continue to give y'all good media. Continue to cover these LA events, and we make sure we always tell y'all Marathon Burger on Melrose. Pull up there. It was a beautiful day today. Marathon Burger Venice. Pull up to there. That was a beautiful day today. Every table in Culver City. Beautiful day today. We was over there. And shout out to G Perico, Birria Macaroni and Cheese. We was outside doing that, man. So make sure y'all tap in with the tap in. Like, comment, subscribe for everything we got going on. And y'all know the deal. Is Rich Sharper signing out. TNN Trap News Network, the only LA podcaster media space outside on the ground, giving y'all news y'all can use and knowledge you can't get nobody's college. We up out of to the next one, though. Y'all know the deal. It's free Avenue Angel, so he's free. We go.
Cool little 60 piece. That's only the neck though. Last night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga, but we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it, and they using nigga songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, they get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well, it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well, then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater, and her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark, and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Let some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different. I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms, and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep. True colors better believe him. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my Reaper. Praying with my kids, and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her, and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot. I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage. If I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it.
And it was like, well, I could get to what they said after I run this clip, but I'm gonna say this. He took the whole little story out of context, right? You know what I'm saying? And then if I do tell a story on here and it's a little off because the story is dated, is old, that's all it means. It's a little off. I don't do no lying. I ain't no reason to. You know what I'm saying? I actually got a lot of stories I be telling, and I don't say it because I don't want to be going back and forth with people. You know what I'm saying? Because of course nobody want to be embarrassed. Not saying that this person right here should be embarrassed. I'm saying I could say a lot of things. I could tell a lot of stories, and embarrass a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, run it. Shout out to Denisha, beautiful young lady. One of my exes. She used to do things like this. Want to pull over to the store. And I'm like, no, not this one. Keep it pushing down some more. Go down Imperial some more, across Prairie and go to Hawthorne and go to that store. Oh no, you with me, you good. And I have to simply tell her they will F you up in me, bro. They don't care about that. Okay. We're in the IVCs. We're not going to the liquor store over here. Let's keep it pushing down Imperial. You got to speak up sometime. You got to instruct these females. I used to tell the same female, you're very pretty. So when you go into stores and then you walking back to cars, you'll attention grabbing. So they will try to trail you and get your number or things like that. Give them a simple no or lie, say you married and just get back to the car because I'm sitting in this car. You know what I'm saying? And one time, it almost went bad because the dude was trying to tell me I do tattoos and was reading his Twitter, ROLLIN, and I heard the rolling. I said, where you from? I'm from Harlem Crib. What you doing over here? Hey, bro, you got to bounce. But luckily, everybody don't believe I'm blind. You feel me? Got the glasses on. I hopped out the car. I'm tripping. And I got on her bumper. Didn't I? Bro, I don't care about no tattoo artist. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stop letting these females run the show, bro, because they'll run you into a brick wall. Look at Heath though. I don't know the intricacies of the story, but bro, forget that because them dudes in the 90 area they want to F on right, her. Pause. They want to. All right. So if y'all got where I was going with the story, and if you know the backstory with Heath though, you know what I'm saying, Heath though, and this his old lady, they caught a flat tire on the wrong side of town. Where they was supposed to be there. And what I was saying was, if he told this young lady, man, don't pull right there, bro. Just keep it pushing. We just crack the rim, just whatever. And she said, no, we going right here anyway. If he just hit the request button and was like, I'm out of here, oh well, or had a homie pick me up and left her, oh well, she should have listened. But if he's trying to be hard and stand on business instead of instruct her where to go and all that little shit and show in front of her, he deserved every bit of embarrassment. That's what I said, verbatim, almost verbatim, right? So I told that story. Now, when I dropped this, I sent this to the young lady. I was talking about in the story, and I sent this to the young lady I was talking about in the story. She laughed about it. She, oh, you trying to make me sound like I'm a set up girl? Like, nah, I just believe you more. You know better now. You know what I'm saying? You're just a little naive then. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell her, we text back and forth, right? So she said, okay, boom. Then later that day, I get an alert. I get some comments on my YouTube channel and throw them up. So, okay, now, when I tell the story about being on Crenshaw in Manchester, well, I didn't even say the street. He specified the street. He filled the rest in. He said, that was me at the 7-Eleven. That was me on Manchester and Crenshaw, X, Y, and Z. He had some problems with how I told the story. I guess he said, for one, I wasn't stuttering. Cause you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, boom. And then, and like for 2, you didn't hop out of nothing. You sat there in the passenger seat. You banged on me, I banged back, yada, 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 right? So I replied back, hey, what they call you? Because I never got that man name that day. It's like, hey, where you from? Hey, what they call you? And what I like, how much of this is a lie? Because I don't do no lying. And then, you know, the screenshot is up here. Y'all can pause the screen, whatever. And this was his reply. You know what I'm saying? He do tattoos like he did way back then. You know, I clicked, found his Instagram, all the shit. He's still up to the 1-2 step. He's still doing tattoos. His name is Harlem Tone from Harlem Crib. Everybody go look. I want y'all to go rewind this, pause it, go subscribe to this man, find his Instagram like I did, and get tatted up by him. Support black businesses, right? You know what I'm saying? Why he felt the need to comment about a story over 10 years old, I don't know, man. But shout out Harlem Tone, man. Dirtbag, whatever they call you. Shout out him, man. But it's crazy. I end up hitting a female. I'm like, man, old boy from that night at 7-Eleven, he ended up commenting. It's like, for real weird. So I'm like, not on Instagram, it's on YouTube. So she went and found it. Then I'm like, damn, it's in my phone. I don't want to blast her text message. I'm like, damn, where I'm lying at? Then I should like, nah, what you said happened, you know what I'm saying? But he probably don't want it to look like you made him bounce or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy to see where something so simple as a stutter can start a problem in LA gang culture, bro. Something as simple like, man, I ain't stutter. I was clearing my communication. We are having literally communication conflicts for reasons we've never had them before. This is what gangbanging is, y'all. This is what gangbanging is. Gangbanging is all ego, all pride, all, yes, I did, no, you didn't, no, you didn't, yes, I did. That's it, and that's all. You feel me? That's all gangbanging is. It's a whole bunch of yes, I did, no, I didn't. We have to make better decisions. We have to decide if this is a lifestyle that we want for ourselves and our children, because here we are as grown men, and this is really a lot to do about nothing. So we're going to kind of let Munchie B continue to stop and go, as he calls it, but this is Barnacles, and this is a whole lot to do about absolutely nothing, but let's keep rolling.
You made him bounce or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But either way, black man, let's just say you didn't stutter. All right, bro. If I didn't get out the car, I said what I said from the passenger seat. All right, bro. I'll let you know some Minglewood family. I don't know what you was doing over there. I caught wind of your handle. It start with rolling something. I asked you where you from. You said it. I asked what you was doing over here. I said it was time to go. But I have nothing against you, black man. Harlem Tone. Hey, man. Stay strong, man. You feel me? Keep it pushing. Keep that needle to ink to skin and all the little shits. And you know what I'm saying? Keep the thumbs up, brother. You know what I'm saying? No battle here. But as people know, I'm for sure Street TV over there. I'm for sure Munchie B the Mayor YouTube channel right here. Here and there, I'm popping up. No Jumper. So while being on No Jumper, because when this got sent to me, I'm like, I don't know what he talking about. So I had to like jog my own memory. And me, Lush, maybe one other person, Adam. It was a conversation came up and Sharp came up. You know what I'm saying? Sharp the P. San Diego division. You know what I'm saying? And all right, run the clip.
Hey, Munchie B, nothing but love to you, bros. You know, player to a gangster. But come on, my nigga. You couldn't even say nothing like that. Trying to say, oh, well, man, what Sharp you, man, brought the boys to you, nigga? I ain't never brought nothing to nobody, homie. Other than some money. I ain't been able to bring no type of violence or hurt to nobody. I ain't did nothing. I ain't seen nobody. I noticed when a nigga start talking about you, you don't see him no more. I'm just being honest with you. Watch, it's gonna happen to you too, church. When niggas start trying to talk greasy about you, they gonna make sure, nigga, you far the fuck away from there. They not gonna do it to you, ever bang your line about it, nothing, nigga. You ever notice ain't nobody ever showed no type of text messages, nothing. And when a nigga had a problem with somebody talking about, nigga, where you at and where can we meet up? You don't see none of that shit. Please, they gonna play you the same way. It's on its way, boy, to a theater near you. The Munchie B story. Boy, they're already making, you think they was thinking about it yesterday. They been thinking about that shit all week. You's a solid nigga, bruh. You got a name on you, my nigga. And like you somebody from your section of just being a good guy, if I would say something. You're just a good guy. Don't let nobody play you like that, homie. Straight up.
All right,
you even hear them niggas. They ain't got nothing else to cling to.
All right. So I guess while on No Jumper, sitting down with a few others, Lush ran off a story how the police popped up at his door and about some threats or claims he had made and X, Y, and Z. So, I retorted like, Sharp. So Sharp sent the boys to your house. So that's what Sharp is referring to right there. You know what I'm saying? Me, I don't play with wood. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had an issue with Sharp. And then when it comes to the No Jumper beefs, you know what I'm saying? I let people handle their candle because I handle mine. Everybody don't hop in my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm at No Jumper. It's people I don't like and shit. And they mind their business like a PPP. So I'm going to mind mine. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know that dude Erie, that Lush beef with. You know what I'm saying? I just left back on Fig like 2 months ago. Adam can't stand them dudes. And, shit, I guess Lush going at it with Sharp. Me and Sharp ain't never had an issue. So I wouldn't say nothing negative about the man. You know what I'm saying? This is just me clearing the air, little declaration, you know what I'm saying? That to the boy Harlem Tone. Didn't even know his name when I encountered him. Found it through a comment on YouTube. Still don't got an issue with the dude. And I want everybody to go reverse this. Go look at his YouTube channel and go follow that dude. Subscribe to him, the dude Harlem Tone from 30s. You know what I'm saying? Part of gang banging. People get caught coloring outside the lines or whatever. But and then shit, Sharp, ain't no issue. We ain't never had no words. You ain't never cursed out none of my bitches. But as far as they writing my story right now. Look, listen. I would never be a sad No Jumper story. And when I say that, I mean this. Adam is fickle. Adam might wake up tomorrow and want to do porn with robots and just not do podcasting no more. So now if I can't hang my hat on No Jumper. So they got this saying called "Don't quit your day job." So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep doing the hustling I've been doing. I'm gonna keep doing this Munchie Be the Mayor YouTube channel. I'm gonna keep doing Richard Hart over there on Street TV. I'm gonna keep doing straight politicking on Street TV. I'm gonna keep charging for these verses in these interviews. I'm gonna keep doing me. If it ain't no more No Jumper tomorrow, then good for Adam. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I ain't tripping. I don't hang my hat on that. You know what I'm saying? But I know what No Jumper is made of. We just seen what just recently happened. I was there. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, they let Almighty Suspect go.
Hey, I can respect the level of maturity that Munchie B is addressing this whole situation with. Everything from the dude with the from 30s. Excuse me. Shout out to bro. Make sure y'all go check out him and his tattoos. To how he's handling the situation with Sharp. I can see the humility. I can see the attempt to be a better and a greater Munchie B. My ears look big. My ears look super big. Anyway, I can see what he got going on, man. So big shout out to Munchie B. Big shout out to the level of maturity and to the grace and to the humility that he's showing. And big shout out to him for being able to look outside of himself to a greater and a better situation for all of us in this podcast space and all of us in this YouTube space as he tries to add his contribution to these streets to be a better person and a better podcaster. You can't never be mad at a man for seeing outside of himself to want to be a better version of himself. So I want to give a big shout out to Munchie B for that, man. So, we're going to kind of go back into it because this is one I really want to hear about is him and Almighty Suspect. Excuse me, Almighty Cheese Block. That's me.
Almighty Suspect go. Him and Brandon got into it. You know what I'm saying? They had some shit heating up. I guess they're supposed to sit down, hash it out, talk it out like gentlemen, but instead they I guess they wanted to do it like gangsters and didn't quite make it that far because there was security there. You know what I'm saying? They said allegedly it was a weapon pulled. I don't know. You know what I mean? Young Ant will sit there high off the cookies, laughing, slapping his knee, couldn't stop laughing. He laughing at me because I done hopped on the couch getting out their way. He laughing at Brandon because Brandon like, look, you got a whip, look. You know what I'm saying? This fool Almighty Suspect growling and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It went a little too far. Yeah, it went a little too far, but I ain't the higher up at no jumper. If it was up to me, Suspect will be suspended. No, I ain't the higher up at no jumper. If it was up to me, Suspect will be suspended for maybe a couple weeks. But I wouldn't snatch his badge from him. You know what I'm saying? That's what that'll be, because if you know these two dudes got tension, why even sit them down together? You know what I mean? Y'all wouldn't sit me and 4 Extra down together. Y'all wouldn't sit me and Whack 100 down together. Why Whack 100 and Brick Baby never been on camera together? So y'all should have took this with the same precaution and kept Black Belt Brandon out of Long Beach, an Almighty Suspect, the P, separated. You know what I mean? So with that being said, Almighty Suspect, I say he overreacted and went a little too far, but I think some of the responsibility should be taken on No Jumper to the point you could be like, all right, we shouldn't even have you high heads in the same room. So look, Suspect, out of here for a month, man. We see you in July. You know what I'm saying? Type ish. But yeah, man. Big Munchie be the mayor, bro. IFG. You know what I'm saying? I ain't turning down nothing but a back street if a nigga wants some smoke or some beef. You know? No, I'm just bullshitting. But shout out Harlem Tone. Shout out Almighty Suspect, man. Wish you the best of luck. Black Belt Brandy. You be with the.
Well, that wasn't salacious at all. But I can respect the maturity and I can see the growth in Munchie B. I can see the direction he's trying to take himself. So I'm not going to stand in the way, nor am I going to talk bad about a man for bettering himself. I like where Munchie B's going with his podcasting. I like where Munchie B's going with his content. I like how he's handling the situation. Going through these scandals and, making his way through this YouTube street. So big shout out to Munchie B. But we up out here to the next one. Y'all know the deal. It's Rich Trapper signing out. TNN Trap News Network. Free Avenue Angels tweets free. We go. What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in. TNN Trap News Network. Back in the same, light cook, cracking the thing here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge. You ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit the get subscribe button. Good news you can use. Good news you can use. Good news you can use. Good knowledge, you ain't finna get nobody's college, man. Tap in with the tap in with the tap in. You feel me? Hit the like, hit the comment, hit the get subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use. Good knowledge, you ain't finna get nobody's college, man. Sacramento in the house. What's the deal? If you want to be a part of the Rich Trapper Mafia, hit me up on Instagram, TRAPNEWS, NETWORX. Become a part of the Rich Trapper Mafia. We are looking for paid correspondents here at TNN Trap News Network. So if you want the position, let me know something. We'd love to have you a part of this Trap News Network family and support the deport, man. The link is in the description. Get Pathetic Flacco deported out of these great United States. You feel me? So let's get into that. We finna slide into this though, man. The deadliest gang in San Fernando Valley, Canoga Park, Reseda, and Northridge. This is the reason why Whack 100 don't like Mexicans, because they was terrorizing him and he got picked on. So let's jump into this content without no further do's or don'ts. Huge love to rap news and street politics. It's one of my favorite YouTube channels. Give them a like, give them a comment, give them a subscribe. I just did because, man,
And again, if you're not following rap news and street politics, bro, I don't recommend too many channels like that. But this nigga right here, he be cooking. He be cooking, man. I really enjoy his channel. I really enjoy the content that he puts out. So please make sure you show some love to that. Let's jump into this content though.
Rap news, street politics, the best hood channel on YouTube. And we back again to give y'all the most deadly gangs in the West Valley. Now, if you've been rocking with the channel, man, we released 2 previous videos covering the rest of the most dangerous hoods in the San Fernando Valley. From North Hollywood all the way to San Fernando, Pacoima, Van Nuys, and everything in between. And this is going to be the final piece of that series, including all hoods west of the 405 freeway and going all the way to Topanga Canyon Boulevard. Now, in this section, we got Reseda, Lake Balboa, North Ridge, Canoga Park, and we got some active hoods that's been known to put it down in this section. We got some gangster crip hoods that's been pushing lines in the West Valley since the 80s. And we also got arguably the biggest set that's came under a lot of scrutiny due to them carrying out racial attacks. But before we get started, have y'all ever watched our videos and wondered how we get some of these guys' real names, addresses, locations, and really just personal information on some of the people that we speak on in our videos? Sometimes it's really just an easy search of Google. And that's why we gotta present to y'all our first sponsor on the channel. We got Aura. And all in your when Aura gets up, they also got all the service. Also got to shout out the members, Gangsta Crips.
I got this sweet little lady, you know she from the V. Fucking with the Crips and disrespect her bosses from the P. She said she lonely over there, she wanna be a G. And she said she lonely over there, she wanna be a G.
Now the OVGs, like I said, they Gangsta Crips, but they've been known to push that 7X. They pushing the 7 times, even though they are a traditional moving gang. And in about 96, a member by the name of Big C is who started this West End OVGC set by this Northridge area on Parthenia. Now the 7 was placed on it due to the G being the 7th letter of the alphabet.
Now, us being in LA, we have no idea what goes on the other side of the 10 freeway sometimes with these other gangs. So this is going to be very interesting education. It's good knowledge. You're not finna get nobody's college. Just take a deep dive.
Other things that goes deeper into their set, but really they wanted to emphasize the gangster on their cripping with that 7 times. And you know, we gotta shout out Big Time Bomb from this West End OVGC hood. We appreciate the support on the channel for show. And Big Time Bomb is first generation OVGC with everything that's transpired in his hood, along with being tapped into other reputable members, a part of the 3-pack. Now, when we spoke on OVG, when we covered West Set Avenue in the first installment of the series, we spoke about how the OVGs are the original hood in the valley that bought that gangster crip into it. So the original OVG, original Valley Gangsters, came out of Pacoima and was started off in the early 70s, around 74 by a member.
This is the one I want. Hold on. This is the one I want.
Rap news, street politics, got all, and that Google bosses and YouTube news got it real close lately. It's gonna be, hey man, y'all stay tapped in with us, keep engaging with us on Instagram. Let's get it cracking. Now, the first hood that we're gonna start off with is a set that we low-key been mentioning a lot lately. It's gonna be Panorama City, Blythe Street to that set.
Hey, look, homie, hold up. We switching them lanes, shitting on you lanes. Give a fuck about a bitch with no brain. Giving you game, homie, man up. Get you a trap that you can manage. Watch out for the jack, stay strapped, ready for damage. Be savage. Get you a stack, flip you a pack. Double that, homie, then you run it back.
Now, a lot of you may have heard about Blythe Street recently because of one of their notable members who had ties to the Mexican Mafia, Wiki. Some of you may know him as Ezekiel Romo, but nonetheless, man, Wiki had a name from this video that wasn't to be taken lightly.
I think that's the dude that was like one of their top powers, if I understand correctly.
While he was still alive. Now, Wiki was locked down behind them walls, man, but still controlling a lot of business for the Mexican Mafia with Blythe Street and conducting movements through this San Fernando Valley, man. It's pretty much said that this dude was putting hits out on just about anybody that rubbed him the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? From gang rivals, informants, drug addicts, and even members of his own hood. It was said that this dude was putting hits on just about everybody. But like I said, Wicked had a strong hold in the drug game in Panorama City. And all those things combined is why some say the Mexican Mafia removed this dude back in July 2024 in Centinela Prison, man. They poked him up, and Wicked is no longer a problem for these dudes in this neighborhood. But Blythe Street, they was popping way before Wicked had made that name for itself. And trust me, this hood is going to be here ringing bells for a long time, man. Now, Blythe Street, they used to have a bigger neighborhood, but it's a lot of hoods that's around them that they've been beefing with, and their membership sometimes goes up and down. Mind you, like I said, they be in a lot of shit. That's what leads to that fluctuation in membership. But currently, east to west, they controlling everything from Sepulveda all the way to Van Nuys Boulevard. The middle of that is going to be Roscoe Boulevard, though, but then up to Parthenia, and Parthenia is going to be arguably one.
You know what's crazy? A lot of the top Mexicans be like in little cities like that, like ducked off in like Reseda, Encino, somewhere in the San Gabriel Valley, somewhere in the San Fernando Valley, somewhere ducked off in East Los and all that kind of stuff. That's where like all like the top shot callers and all that kind of stuff that be ducked off over there. It's an interesting concept.
One of the most dangerous streets that we're going to speak on in this video, we're going to get to, especially in this Blythe Street area hood. But they're also going to bleed past Parthenia along the river, and they're going to occupy this territory along with Liggett Street Gangsta Bloods, another hood that we're going to touch on in Panorama City. But like I said, this is Panorama City, and not too far from here, you got North Hills. This whole area, man, has been known to have an extremely high crime rate. If we just going off the numbers, man, it's said that your house is 300% more likely to be flocked, aka robbed, in this section if you don't have home security. 300 more times these dudes is flocking in this section. And on a grade scale of violent crime, they rate anywhere from a C- to an F between this Panorama City and Northeast Hills section.
A lot of people to think a certain way, like us, and they consider us a danger to them.
Gabriel is from Los Angeles. He's a member of a Hispanic gang called Blythe Street. He was imprisoned for crimes he committed as part of the gang.
See, here go the thing. It's definitely nice in the Valley, but you got to think, bro. The Mexican presence in the Valley is different. You feel me? Like, they presence, the Valley is pretty much theirs. And you got to understand, too, especially when you talk about, like, Sun Valley and all them kind of stuff and all that. Man, them shot callers be over there tucked off on them ranches with the horses and all kind of stuff, doing all kind of shit, fool.
I'm here for kidnapping.
Now, these dudes is known to wear that Boston Red Sox hat, repping that B on it for Blythe Street, of course. And like I said, Parthenia is going to be a very active street next to this indoor swap meet, the Panorama City swap meet. Now, what we saw on here on Parthenia at the swap meet, man, not too long ago, we saw 4 people get shot, 1 man get killed in this section. That's right at the swap meet. On Christmas Day, a murder that we talked about was off Parthenia and Cedros in this section, where a young man lost his life, again, on Christmas with his family, hanging outside for a smoke break. Some dudes rode up to him and popped him right there. And then another murder not too far from here on Parthenia, the 8600 block of Parthenia, was really going to be Columbus Street hood, a hood we going to hit. Now, when you was recently in Liggett Street, or not Liggett Street did coexist in a cordial manner. People have with beef they and them at these further out to the desert, but Liggett Street is still going to occupy this area.
Hey, look, hey, whoa. Oh, this I think it's 2D.
Now, they really going to be by Wakefield and Chase, but they have been known to have bigger territory that's kind of being impeded on by their enemies, especially Blythe Street. So originally, they went from Parthenia all the way up to Plummer Street. And once you pass Nordoff, these dudes was going from Kester to Woodman. And they've occupied Albert Park, Tobias Avenue Park.
I think that the Valley Bloods and Crips are dramatically outnumbered by the Mexicans for sure.
And Sepulveda Rec Center is originally in their hood. But I think the expansion of Blythe Street, which also can sometimes go from Parthenia through Nordoff all the way up to Plummer Street, has low-key made it tough for these dudes to operate in that area, as well as making it tough for Blythe Street, especially with Columbus Street and Langdon Street all the way around here. So it's a lot going on in this Panorama City area. But the main clicks of Liggett Street is going to be the 8600 block and the 9200 block. And the interesting thing we saw about that 9200 block, we see them functioning with the Inglewood family Gangsta Bloods repping that 9 Deuce Hood Day. So they do got connections with other Gangsta Bloods in the city, and they also been known to be tight-knit with them Pacoima Piru Bloods. Now, along with Blythe Street and Columbus Street being some enemies from them, they also beef with the 3-pack. OVG, Wisset, and Dead End.
Split ends, nigga. Ladies straight blood, nigga.
Whoa!
Whoa. Fuck, split ends, nigga. Spilling y'all shit.
Bad homie. Now, a lot of people say Wisset and them have had a deadly war, man, a real bloody war between both of them hoods. But Liggett Street is still one of the more deeper and active black hoods in the valley. Now, some other beef they've been known to have is with Canoga Park, Alabama, a hood whose name has been involved in some real racial tension in the valley. Liggett Street is not shied away, and they've been known to beef it with CPA as well. Now, this hood started around the late 80s, early 90s, and they originally weren't affiliated with Bloods or Crips. And a real reputable member that a lot of people have heard about from this section is a dude named Lunatic coming out of Westside Liggett Street. And I think at one point, Blythe Street and Liggett Street did coexist in a cordial manner until an isolated incident where somebody was saying where some dudes from Liggett Street had kind of pressed some old school dudes from Blythe Street, and that led to their beef over here in Panorama City, man. Now, most recently, we seen a real ominous murder in this section, man, off Van Nuys and Osborne, where it was said to do.
I didn't know that the Valley had this much going on. I'm a South Central baby. You know what I'm saying? So, first of all, Reg Dog, why the hell are you all the way in Pacoima? Like, what the hell how did you end up way over there? That's far from you, my nigga. How you even end up over there with them niggas?
Dude was just riding his car at night, and some people across from this apartment building ended up seeing him pop his whole car up, killed him, and he crashed into the apartment building gate. Now, again, that was recently in Liggett Street and Blythe Street hood on Van Nuys and Osborne Street, man. So, again, it's very active and dangerous in Panorama City. Now, when you leave out this Panorama City, North Hills area, just northeast of this section, we got, man, arguably one of the most shadiest cities in the 818. We got Pacoima. Now, a dope fact about Pacoima is it was said that this was the first city in Los Angeles County that allowed people of color to purchase land and property right here in this San Fernando Valley, man. And it was said that this area, especially San Fernando, which is right across the 118 from Pacoima, has had a strong Hispanic presence before this was even land of America. So we know it's a lot of history in this section, man. But as it stands, for Pacoima in terms of violent crime, it's looking just like Panorama City, between the C- and the F on crimegrade.org. And it said that a crime here occurs every 1 hour and 49 minutes in this small section, man. And again, the same statistics with the flocking. Your house is about 300% more likely to get popped in by some dudes looking for your safe. Now, Pacoima, like I said, very small city, around 7 square miles.
You know what's crazy? Pacoima probably is super active. Wack is just a loser, so he makes the city look bad. But we're not going to put the whole city of Pacoima on Officer Rat Run Hunter. You feel me?
Fully.
Hey, Mike, I really want to post what you're saying, but I don't be posting no dissing. But goodness gracious, you have an animosity towards these guys in the comments. I'm gonna let you, but sheesh, goodness gracious, the animosity is very clear.
Packed with nothing but gang activity. And we got to start it off with Southside Pacoima, or Pacas Trece.
With them as the dudes who used to chase Wack right there. Got it.
Just said to be by far one of the largest barrios in the valley.
In the San Fernando Valley, a deadly shooting overnight in Pacoima. The LAPD says one man was killed near Woodcock Avenue and Brownwell Street.
Now, one reason P13 is so big is because the hood has been fragmented and there's pieces of it all across the city of Pacoima that still share that alliance with the original P13 set. Now, it was 3 original sets in the city of Pacoima to begin with, P13 being one of them, Latin Times being the second, and Pacoima Flats being the third original hood. Now, we see a lot more hoods out here. It was said that when these hoods started to form, those 3 original hoods was putting pressure on these dudes to really pick a side and form an alliance with one of the 3. So, man, it's nothing but beef that goes on in the street, high murder rate in this city of Pacoima. Now, P13 right now, one of their main sections is going to be the Tiny Locos, man. Controlling, I would say, the biggest territory between all the hoods over here, and it's a lot of beef to show for it, man. These dudes is going from Hayden Avenue all the way to Glen Oaks Boulevard. And the strip out here, one of the main streets, which would be comparable to a Crenshaw or a Fig or a Cesar Chavez or Indiana in East LA, they got Van Nuys Boulevard. About 70% of the hoods out here border Van Nuys Boulevard, so you can only imagine how cracking that street is. The projects is going to be over here. Everything is popping right here on Van Nuys Boulevard. But also with P13, they got like 20 cliques with what's said to be like with 50 members coming out of each clique. Now,
hey, that's a gang of motherfucking people, bro. That's a hell of people.
These dudes is also said to be cool with Pacoima Paxton Street locos and Brownstone locos, two hoods that are going to be southwest of Hayden Avenue from this tiny locos area with P13. And they're also going to be clicked up with Pacoima Southside locos, a hood that's right behind Pacoima Cayuga Street between Terabella and Osborne. And across Osborne, Lil Pacoima 13 is also going to be tight-knit with P13. So this is what I'm saying with Pacoima 13 having a lot of membership and alliances in this Pacoima area. But the thing is, as these generations go on, sometimes a lot of history gets lost, just how it is when we were talking about Radford Street and CMK. These younger dudes is just trying to make a name for themselves. So sometimes they just gonna bump heads with anybody, no matter where you from and what kind of ties y'all OGs had in the past. Some of these hoods out here just ready to get cracked. Now, a lot of these Pacoima hoods you're gonna see in this Pittsburgh gear repping that P. Pacoima is a very confusing place when trying to break down the origins of these hoods out here, how they form, who gets along, and who's beefing with each other. But it's a couple hoods out here that really just beef with everybody. But like I said, a lot of these sets really formed off them original three. Now, a hood that's really beefing with these tiny locos over here is going to be the Knock Knock Boys. We're going to get to the Knock Knock Boys on the other side of the 5 in Arletta, but that's the hood that we see off Mercer and Hayden, really trying to beef it in them apartments with them tiny locos. But we also see P13 beefing it with Pacoima Crazy Boys, who's going to be right on the other side of the 118 freeway, really bordering that Paxton Park area. They beefing it with Eastside Pacoima Terabella Street, Van Nuys Boys, who's occupying them 9 apartments, and for sure they beefing with the Project Boys, aka Pacoima Flats, as well as 18th Street. And we also seen some Lennox wall banging over here, whacking out the tiny locos as well. Now, this hood really dates back to the 1950s.
Damn, the Lennox made it all the way over there? That's hella far from Lennox.
And they still have a lot of say-so in this Pacoima area now. Now, with that hood, Pacoima Southside locos, they're going to be very tight-knit with these Pacoima 13 tiny locos across Van Nuys Boulevard, but they still their own set, and they don't have any identity that goes along with any other Southside locos hoods that we may see throughout other parts of the city. And like we said, Lil Pacoima is there too. Lil Pacoima is also going to be tight-knit with these dudes, but they hood is not really as active as they used to be anymore in this area between Branford Street and Osborne Street, going from Hayden to San Fernando Road. That area is pretty much going to be Latin Times at this point. And another notable thing about this section, they had 2 members that made it to California's Most Wanted, man. Jose Padilla and Felix Ugalde. Both of them dudes are putting in work and made it to the Most Wanted list in California. It just is what it is. But like we said, going back past Van Nuys Boulevard is 2 sets that we also going to include in this P13 section that we spoke on before. We got Southside Pacoima Paxton Street locos and Southside Pacoima Brown Street locos.
Seen that Pacoima here, boy. The shut that your hood to my hood, it's all the same. Them streeters and them locals and they all gang bang. From our hood to your hood, it's all the same. The streeters and the locals and we all gang bang. From your hood to my hood, it's all the same. Them streeters and them locals and they all gang bang. From our hood to your hood, it's all the same. The streeters and the locals and we all gang bang.
Those 2 hoods are pretty much going to be synonymous at this point. So they really going from the 5 freeway all the way up to Hatton Avenue between Paxton Street,
my hood to your hood, it's all the same,
and Van Nuys Boulevard. Now they occupy this area and they get active in this area. Richie Valens Rec Center is going to be a main hangout for these dudes, and they also connect under the tunnel going to Paxton Park as well, where the Pacoima Crazy Boys are. Now the CBZs also was known to break off from P13, but they're going to be beefing it with these dudes now. And one thing for sure, we in the city of Pacoima, so we know PPB, Pacoima Paru Bloods is out here. The same hood Whack 100 is from. The Brownstone Locos is going to have a rapper named...
Okay, so we got somebody in the chat that know what the fuck you talking about. Shout out to our residential Southsider with his black ass, my nigga Rich Rabbit. Okay, so Rich Rabbit can give us a little bit more going on Dopey. Okay, so Dopey is which one, Rich Rabbit? Because nigga, we black as fuck over here on some West Side shit, nigga. We don't know nothing about this, bro.
Spoke on before, we got Southside Pacoima Paxton Street locos and Southside Pacoima Brown Street locos.
Seen that Pacoima here.
So I'm gonna say this is Dopey right here. Oh, from 18th Street.
Boy, the shut that your hood to my hood, it's It's all the same. Them streeters and
Is this Dopey right here or the one with the mustache?
locals and they all gang bang. From our hood to your hood, it's all the same. The streeters and the locals and we all gang bang. From your hood to my hood, it's all the same. Them streeters and the locals and they all gang bang. From our hood to your hood, it's all the same. The streeters and the locals and we all gang bang.
Those two hoods are
Said he one of them ones. I'm like, I'm already knowing. Mustache, got you. Hey, so look, that nigga looks like he tripping. I'm not gonna lie. That nigga look like he tripping. Rich Rabbit, I made a statement earlier. I said out there in the valley, like, you know, random ass places like Encino, Reseda, you know what I'm saying, catch around in San Gabriel Valley, fuck around in East Los, and all that kind of shit is where them like real, oh shit, I put my bracelet on, my bad. Them real high ranking, top ranking, don't almighty suspect me. I ain't clip my shit on. Don't almighty suspect me. I just ain't clip my shit on. Look, my shit don't come off. Look, I could break on you. My watch ain't gonna fly off. Don't almighty suspect me. I ain't clipping. But I said out there in the valley, Reseda, Encino, Canoga Park, Pacoima, East Los, San Gabriel Valley. That's when, look, it's on now. It's on now. Don't look, oh shit, damn it. I can't almighty suspect. What the hell? Oh, I'm dumb as fuck. I didn't hit the class. My bad. I'm dumb as fuck. My bad. That's me. I said that's where them dudes be at, though. That's where them dudes be at. That's where them joints be at. That's where them dudes be at. That be out there running, calling the shots and all that. All right, look. Boom. Boom. All right, I hit the clap. All right, now. I hit the class. All right, now. I got my shit together. Don't do it. I got my shit together. You ain't finna almighty suspect me.
pretty much
hey,
gonna
look,
be synonymous.
Given life, I didn't hit the class the first time, so my shit almost fucked up. Don't do it to me. You feel me?
So they really going from the five.
The chat crazy. You feel me? Don't almighty suspect me. Do not almighty suspect your boy. Do not. I'm trying to get my shit together.
Freeway all the way up to Hatton Avenue between Paxton Street and Van Nuys Boulevard. Now they occupy this area and they get active in this area. Richie Valens Rec Center is gonna be a main hangout.
So maybe I need to do a video on what's his name? Dopey, excuse me, Dopey. Because hey, everybody in the comments is giving it up to this dude. So maybe I need to do some research and do a video on Dopey. Show him some love. Give y'all some knowledge y'all can't get in college via Dopey.
For these dudes, and they also connect under the tunnel going to Paxton Park as well, where the Pacoima Crazy Boys are. Now the CBZs also was known to break off from P13.
Wait, this nigga said this shit right here. Now it's gonna start acting crazy. Now it's finna start acting crazy.
But they gonna be beefing it with these dudes now.
Don't almighty suspect me.
And one thing for sure, we in the city of Pacoima, so we know PPB, Pacoima Paru Bloods is out here. The same hood Whack 100 is from. The Brownstone Locos is gonna have a rapper named Grincho coming out this section, and we seen him taking shots at Whack.
Let the whole hood know you like a snitch. I don't boo you'll be doodle as I spit Pacoima voodoo. See some wounds in your future, cause I'm something like a guru. Talking about some politics, 30 years been off the yard. I'm a change man, your honor, cause this life was just too hard.
And of course, we don't.
So you have Whack's direct enemy, his direct enemy from a hood that directly beefs with his hood, pressing. Y'all got to make sure y'all see. All right, let me stop playing. Charm still intact and all that. You feel me? Stop playing. You feel me? Before I end up. All right now. All right. You feel me? Just saying. Anyway, Wag's direct enemy is on his line, pressing this ninja. And all this super turned up gang banging he doing line and all that. Yo, what about the Mexicans from Pacoima that's actively on your head right now in 2025?
They beefing with PPB, but the thing is, man, these dudes had their hands in a lot more than just gangbanging between BSL and Paxton Street. If you know what I'm saying, man, they really involved in some street activities, and they looking to get busy in this area. We see the man killed over here in their hood off Laurel Canyon and Van Nuys Boulevard by the police, man, when he was trying to carjack people and really do his stuff, man. He was knocked down over here. Now, again, these sets are tied into the original Pacoima Treses, which had a clique called the Tinies and Locos, which was combined to make them Brownstone Locos. Now, a couple years back, we seen some crazy stuff happen in this area off Paula Avenue, which is a hot zone in this Tiny Loco set, we seen a 10-year-old little girl get shot along with 5 other dudes outside on Paula Avenue next to Glen Oaks. And we also seen a policeman get shot over here on Paxton near Glen Oaks. So, this area, like I said, is extremely dangerous, and it's going up all between Paxton Street and Van Nuys Boulevard. Now, a hood that's going to have a crazy reputation right across Van Nuys Boulevard, right around this Tiny Loco P13 set, man, we got Southside Performer Project Boys, who are synonymous with Pacas Flats.
Yeah, I'm getting hella cake, yeah, I'm getting hella face. Don't fuck with no fakes, all my niggas get the case. If not do the race, we ain't take K. So fuck what you say, you know what I bang, we stay throwing J's. Party pop out, now he running away. He said he knew me, but that nigga just a lame. He ain't really with the gang, that nigga just lame. I'm a trans boy nigga, so I gotta keep that thing.
Can you beef with blacks and then like say nigga, nigga, nigga in every song? How does that work?
I ain't new to the gang, little bitch, what you
Now, when I say Pacas, it's really just another way to say Pacoima, man. But the Project Boys is definitely one of the most active and deadly gangs in the whole San Fernando Valley. I say that because they run in a dangerous housing complex called the San Fernando Gardens. Now, this area, man, this is a spot that you do not want to get caught in. These dudes, they control the projects and they control the blocks outside the projects between Sutter Avenue all the way up to Herrick and Pierce Street to Van Nuys Boulevard. And these streets that are outside the projects, these dudes, like I said, they're going to be on Carl Street, Hoyt Street, and they're going to be all in the projects getting it cracking. And they're not afraid to come outside. This isn't one of them projects where you can get lost in for real. When you coming down Pierce Street, and a lot of shit comes down Pierce Street or Van Nuys, but really Pierce, which is the back end of their project, you're going to see these dudes just hanging out. Compared to the projects and Watts, you kind of got to bend a corner, you know what I'm saying, to really get up in there.
So the streets, Van Nuys runs through the entire valley?
And run into some shit. But on Pierce Street, you can see the whole situation that's going down. Pearson Norris, Pearson Lehigh, Pearson Paula. It's cracking in this section, man. Now, there's been a lot of extremely televised murders that have went down in these projects. But most recently, it was a dude that was on the run from the folks, man. And he ended up pulling into these projects and jumped out with the pistol, late night, running through the projects, man. The police ended up killing this dude. The footage is crazy, man. They knocked the dude down. Crazy situation. But this is not something that's new to these dudes over here in the projects. And like I said, they synonymous with Pacas Flats. Pacas Flats being one of the original Pacoima hoods in this area, but they're not the Project Boys. They one and the same, though. And sometimes you see them repping both of them hoods interchangeably. You'll see the Flats, which is an older hood that doesn't really have, much of them young members. But I think some of them young members from the Project Boys still like to pay homage to their OG homies in the Flats. They also going to be at David Gonzalez Rec Center. That's going to be right outside the projects as well. And they're going to be entrenched in a lot of beef, man. The only allies I think they're really known to have is with themselves, man, between the Flats and the Bulls.
There go Rich Rabbit Cousin. I had to. That nigga Rich Rabbit Cousin right there. That's Rich Rabbit Cousin.
Boys, they beefing with P13. A crazy beef that was going on at one point down Pierce Street was with Southside Pacoima Pierce boys. They beefing with the Van Nuys boys. They for sure beefing with the Pyrus. They beefing with Terabella, beefing with the Humphrey boys. And like the whole city of Pacoima, they beefing with Vadio Sanford, man. It's nothing new. But this neighborhood, extremely recognizable, hundreds of members. Not no 50 members, they not the 10-man, hundreds of members, and are very notable, especially when it comes to the likes of dudes that's linked in with the Mexican Mafia, like Huedo Smooth and Slick, who's running the program over here. Now, one of their members also made the news recently, was setting a woman on fire by Bakersfield, man. We seen a couple years back, he ended up setting his girlfriend on fire, just really going to a whole nother level with the shit. But just recently, we seen them actually go down for that murder that transpired in 2022. So we can tell these dudes is ruthless, and they really looking to play ball with anybody at this point, not just their enemies. We also seen the young teen get killed over here at their basketball course by 4 other young dudes. And a man was killed when driving down Sutter Avenue again on their blocks outside the projects, because like I said, they be outside block banging as well, man. Now, one thing for sure, in Pacoima, there is racial tension, man. the racial tension,
and this is why Wack has such a hatred for Mexicans,
is really because of PPB being out here, man. None of these hoods is gonna get along with Pacoima Piru anymore. At one time, some hoods did. We gonna talk about who it was, but the racial tension, man, it's almost at an all-time high. It's really cracking out here. Again, like I said, we've been out here. We've been in the projects. We function on some of these blocks, man. So we pretty much caught the vibe and the aura of this whole situation in Pacoima, and it's nothing to play with for real. And a couple of they clicks over here with the Project Boys are going to be Carl Street, Los Pequeños, and two dudes named Pimps and Purple was also killed over here off Clark Street in Lehigh, again, in they blocks, not the project. Now, of course, these dudes, like I said, have ties to them higher-up members that's locked behind them walls, man, so they involved in a lot of shit. We see the indictments coming down. We see the task force, the FBI sweeping through their hood. Most recently, the FBI swept up 10 members that was associated with both Project Boys and the Flats. And they always are subject of numerous gang sweeps. Like we said, we seen the cops just knock down somebody from their hood in their hood. And the reason why these dudes keep growing is because, like I said, with the videos, they like to soak up these cliques. And one of the biggest cliques that the Project Boys have soaked up was a clique called HPR. But nonetheless, man, this area is filled with nothing but destruction and murder, man. The projects over here is nothing to play with. One of the most dangerous projects in Los Angeles County. I'm going to keep it real with you. Now, it's also going to be a hood called Eastside Pacoima Pierce Boys 13. That's going to be tucked in between Glen Oaks, where Terabella and Van Nuys Boys are, and the projects over here, right next to David Gonzalez Park. Now, the Pierce Boys in this area by the David Gonzalez Rec Center used to be what I believe was kind of like neutral grounds between a few of the hoods out here, like the Flats, the Pierce Boys, the Pirus, and the Front Valley Street Crips, where a lot of different people used to stay in these projects and be at this rec center back in the day. But the Pierce Boys, whose main clique is the Young Gangsters, the YGS clique, this is going to be a hood that's tucked into a lot of beef right next to these projects, but they're not really as active as they used to be. Now, like I said, with Pierce Street being the main street out here, running the same way as Van Nuys does, when you go up Pierce past Glen Oaks, you run into a lot of situations as well. One of them being Eastside Pacoima Terabella Street Glessing. Now, Terabella Street has really been extremely active, I say, within the last 15 years, man. These dudes is not playing around. And like I said, down Pierce, they beefing with the projects. They only a couple hundred yards away from the projects. So it's a lot of beef in this section. But Terabella's nice stuff going on up there in those boulevards. These have been known to have some pretty expansive territory, but some say a lot of that's changed in recent.
Chuck moving Paru, he getting drilled. I don't got no sympathy. You niggas
How come Wack ain't never gave this nigga a deal?
don't remember me. I do this for the ones who can't do it in the letter P. I ain't never ducked no smoke. You know what's up with me. Trooping through the hood with the homies chunking up the beef.
Now the thing is, the PPBs have been known to have some
Wack, there go a nigga from your hood right there that rap. How come you ain't gave him no deal?
pretty expansive territory, but some say a lot of that's changed in recent times. But historically, they've been known to go from Glen Oaks Boulevard all the way past the 210 freeway up into these like suburban areas and shit. Everything past the 210, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's pretty nice stuff going on up there. It's not too much gang banging like we seen. Still some stuff be happening, but it's nothing like what happens on the south side of the 210 freeway with Foothill being the border. But a main clique of these is gonna be 12600 and 12700, the Stars, man. They've always been said to be in these Pierce Park apartments. Now, it's another hood called Pacoima Van Nuys Boys in the Pierce Park apartments. And they've also said they have a territory by Roger Jessup Park, and they've been known to occupy an area in the Sunland Park apartments. Now, real quick, the Sunland Park apartments, PPB's not really going to be over there. That area is pretty much gentrified for the most part down Sunland Boulevard. I'm going to keep it real. But where these dudes are going to be at is, like I said, still trying to occupy these Pierce Park apartments, but by Roger Jessup and Osborne Place between Norris Avenue and Glen Oaks Boulevard. Now, the thing is, with the Pierce Park apartments, it was said that the Van Nuys Boys was one of the only Hispanic gangs that they got along with in Pacoima. And recently, that relationship has kind of soured up due to a murder that transpired between them two hoods. And now it's war in them Nam apartments, man. And that's what they call the Vietnam apartments. This is why one of their main cliques is them Nam Stars. But they got several cliques spread out through Eastside Pacoima and Lakeview Terrace. Now, these dudes been around in Pacoima since the 80s. And again, because this was considered America's first black suburbs, with many black military veterans moving their families over here post-World War II in the 1940s. So this is how you have a black presence like this in Pacoima. But most of the black families that resided in Pacoima and once made up the majority of this area was moved out and replaced by Hispanic families, man. And this is how PPP was kind of migrated to only operate in these Pierce apartments off Glen Oaks Boulevard and Van Nuys Boulevard. But nonetheless, man, this is a rep.
You really do learn about a new hood every day, bro. You really do. And it's crazy because why Wack ain't out here fucking around with his homies? Like, they out there trooping. Where the fuck are you at? On Clubhouse arguing, just with your feet in the air, dangling your feet.
And active set, man. And this is where Wack 100 is from. You know, we spoke a lot about Wack 100 on this channel. No matter what we say about Wack 100 and how we feel about him, his hood is cracking. PPB is known to
get his hood is cracking. He's just not. Like, he's just not cracking. The hood is good. He's not the hood. Look, he just don't claim the hood just don't claim him. He claimed they hood. The hood don't claim him.
Get active. They're known to participate heavily with their enemigos, man. That's one thing you can't take away from these dudes. And they one of the only black hoods left in the whole 818 Valley. It's less than 10 black hoods in the San Fernando Valley as it is. And like I said, they linked up with Liggett Street, and they've also known to try to push a line on First Street East Coast. But like we spoke on before, there hasn't really been a neighborhood crib set that got fully established how they was in Aliso Village in terms of the East Coast. They were supposed to really be occupying them hills off Terrabella and Glen Oaks and DeHaven Avenue. But man, like I said, most of that is hills. There are some nice houses right now. Defoe Avenue, Air Parkway. It's not really too much coast cripping going on over there. I'm gonna just keep it real. But the PPBs are still outside, and they beefing with pretty much every other hood out here. They don't have no more allies in Pacoima after they fell out with the Van Nuys boys. And when I say everybody, man, I'm talking about they beefing with the Project Boys, they beefing with Latin Times, Southside Locos, Tiny Locos, for sure beefing with the Humphrey Boys, who's an active set across Van Nuys Boulevard. They also beefing with Brownstone, and they're going to be beefing with Vadio Sanfur, as we can see when Comparator dissed Wack 100 hood on No Jumper.
He's really soft. Is he really from his set, fool? Like, I probably get more love in his own hood, fool. If I pull up in his own hood, fool, in his project, I probably get more love. He's like soft like a ping pong ball, dog. Oh. Like that light and soft, dog.
It's still going up. Now, they also got a lot of rappers from here, man, and with that, they move around the city. They've also been known to beef with the 30s and the 100s and some LA hoods just because of their affiliation as some Piru Bloods. Now, this hood known to wear the Philly hats with that P on it. As we know, these is Pirus, but this is one of only few non-Compton Piru hoods and only one of two Piru blood gangs. And what I mean by that is when you look at the name, you see two P's and a B. They're Piru Bloods. Not just Bloods, not just Pirus. The only other hood that shares that with them is going to be them 30 Rules in the low bottoms, man, who officially go by Eastside Rolling 30 Bloodstone Pirus. Now, it's also said that these dudes,
shout out to them,
have been around Hanson Dam Rec Center, which is kind of a more recent hangout for these dudes. But because of their beef with the Van Nuys boys, there has been speculation about them migrating north towards that Lancaster, Palmdale area. Like I said, a lot of black hoods have been doing. But it's also said that there was one other, potentially, other bloods.
So you mean to tell me that your hood, Wack 100, this nigga Mike is sick. You mean to tell me Wack 100, your hood is in an active war right now, and you buying guns to give to the Crips? You mean to tell me Wack 100, your hood is actively engaging in war right now, and instead of getting your hood blown down, you bought guns for the Crips? Got it. Good to know.
Hood that was in
Barnacles,
this area. They're now a Sudeño gang now, but Vine Street, which people claim was originally Vine Street Mafia Bloods. Now, I don't necessarily find it hard to believe because Vine Street is known to have started separate from those big three hoods that we spoke on in Latin Times, P13, and the Flats. And they initially didn't get along with some of the Pacoima hoods, even though they didn't want to drop the Pacoima out of their name. But as we know now, Vine Street, which occupies the other side of the 118 freeway, next to the Pacoima criminals, they Vine Street Vets say now. But as we spoke on with that beef with them and Sanfur, it was said in 2003, a member from Pacoima Piru killed another member from Vadio Sanfur, and this led to targeted attacks versus affiliated and non-affiliated blacks in this Pacoima Piru area. Like I said, racial tension is no joke.
Why is this picture familiar? Why is this picture familiar? God bless this man and his soul, but why is this picture familiar?
And this led to targeted attacks versus affiliated and non-affiliated blacks in this Pacoima Piru area. Like I said, racial tension is no joke in this area, man, especially when you're one of the only black hoods that's standing and losing territory by the minute, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, PPB, active set in the 818 Valley, man, they still here, they still doing their thing in Pacoima. Now that takes us to a hood that I said, PPB.
All right, man, chat, we're going to continue to watch this, but if y'all watching at home, man, y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left, y'all know the rest, and it's free Avenue Angel, so he's free. We go. Tapping in TNN Trap News Network, back in the same, like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use, that good knowledge. You ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit the good subscribe button for everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that news you can use, that good knowledge you ain't finna get in nobody's college, big dog. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit the good subscribe button for everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network. News you can use, some knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college, man. It's TNN Trap News Network. We finna slide over here to DJ Academics, getting young Lil Durk some more time in this young indictment. You feel me? This Rikiana. Before we get into that, I need y'all to make sure you hit me up on Instagram, TRAP, NEWS, Trap News Network. Get into that if you ain't got into that. We would love to have you as part of this Trap News Network family, this Trap News Network team. Get into that if you ain't got into that. You feel me? We finna jump into this Kantiana. Support the deport. Hit the link in the description to support the deport to get Pathetic Fatso out of these great United States. We're gonna get that up out of there too, man. Make sure we get Pathetic Fatso all the way out of this great country of ours. This land is our land. This land is my land. This land is your land. This land is not Pathetic Fatso's land. Make sure you get into that. We finna get into this though, man. Shout out to Urban Politician TV. Academics getting Lil Durk. He's Whackademics snitching on Lil Durk. Let's get into it.
What are people so scared about the slide for Vaughn comments? I don't know if people still say it. They used to say it, but you also mentioned a song. They'd be like, they be saying Slide for Vaughn. I think they trolling me. Yo, by the way, that song is fire. I ain't gonna lie. For some reason, I just don't see the comments no more. For some odd reason. I don't know. Might be the water.
So again, when these dudes like Whack be on Clubhouse and all that, well, what I meant was blah, blah, blah. You see how you trying to convince the public what you meant, or you trying to plan semantics because you think you so smart. Well, I said allegedly and all that. Anonymous podcast show, what's up? Well, I said allegedly. I never actually said blah, blah. You see how the DA doesn't care about any of that? You see how the DA doesn't care about any of that? So when you niggas be on these podcasts and these platforms and y'all think that y'all so smart, everybody's such a genius. Everybody's such a genius. Oh, well, I didn't say it. Well, technically, I didn't, blah, blah, blah. You think the DA care about your technicalities? You think the DA care about your semantics? Yeah, okay. Here it is. Obviously not.
You be seeing the comments a lot? They kind of chilled out a little bit. I wonder why. But yeah, though, we different in Iraq. By the slide for Vaughn comments.
Yo, it's Big Ant.
And that's all it took to get you a murder charge. It's all it took to get you a murder charge.
Folks, man, we back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as the pre-trial litigation process between Lil Durk and his defense team and the federal prosecutors has made its way into the news, the headlines, the timeline, and the blogs once again. As we've seen it make it here before, ever since the charges came out, Lil Durk trying to make a bond request. They have denied him twice already. He does have a new date set for June 3rd, where he's added more to the package of things he's willing to put on the line for them to grant him a bond until the trial back in October. So we'll have to wait and see about that. But another major thing that has been on the line has been the lyrics that they had as part of the indictment. Durk's team fought and pushed the line to get the lyrics removed, and they came and did that, saying that, hey, these lyrics are being cooked up. These songs were recorded prior to the date that Lil Paul, which is Quando Rondo cousin, most definitely, God bless his soul, may he rest in peace, was killed. So they said these lyrics that y'all are putting up are not, they cannot be used in the court system because it would not be something that would make any sense, because if it was already pre-recorded, how could he be rapping about this specific situation if it was done prior? Well, they came back with a new indictment yesterday, and in this new indictment, they're using the DJ Academics interview that y'all just seen right there as one of the references of him talking about the situation with Lil Pump and the slide for Von in May 2020.
And that's all it really takes right there. Again, you have put a murder on yourself by something as simple as the slide for Pop situation. And again, a lot of you guys think that you're so clever, you're so smart. Yeah, okay.
3, defendant appeared on a well-known podcast where he technically admitted his involvement in the killing of SR, which would be Lil Pump, specifically after being asked about his rivalry with TB, which is Quando Rondo. And in response to the interviewer's question about whether the defendant was triggered by the slide for Von comments, a reference to slotting or exacting revenge for OTF member DB's death, which is King Von, defendant coldly responded, "For some reason, I just don't see them comments no more. For some odd reason. Might be the water. We here though. See Lil Durk realest interview ever. Last interview on the Off the Record with Academics, DJ Academics video clip, and they put the links up for the YouTube video right there in the new indictment. And then a write-up from Billboard, it says, the new indictment makes clear that the grand jury indicted defendant for his conduct, not for his status as a rapper or because of the violent lyrics, the feds say. The allegations made clear that the defendant used his power, his wealth, and his control over OTF to exact daily revenge on his rival. But Durk's lawyers sharply pushed back, arguing Wonderful Wayne could not have referenced the Rondo shooting because the rapper wrote and recorded his verses 7 months before the incident ever happened. In April, prosecutors filed a so-called superseding indictment that removed the lyrics. Monday's court filing, while focused on the removal of the lyrics, also strongly defends their use in the first place. The feds say Durk has repeatedly used his pulpit to promote violence and that the lyrics
They are going above and beyond to make sure that this nigga gets up out of here.
bear a striking resemblance to the facts of the case. Whether or not the defendant's lyrics about greenlighting a rival were written before or after SR's death, the release of the song after the murder gave defendant's fans fodder to associate him with the murder, a claim that the defendant himself seemed to admit during an interview with a popular podcast, the feds write. Now, when it comes to all this, I'm going to say innocent until proven guilty. He didn't answer that question directly in that podcast with DJ Academics. He didn't say, yeah, we did that. He didn't claim that. They even been mixing those lyrics up with it. This was 2 years ago, but like I said before, bro, just having these conversations on podcasts, y'all see what it is. The feds is watching. It's part of the new indictment. Hey, this conversation was brought up to you. Academics asked you about those comments, and you kind of played into it a little bit. That's why I tell people when y'all sitting down, hey, man, all this old stuff that's referencing death, referencing real street beef or violence, whether you got...
Leave it alone. All that, leave it alone. Because, again, y'all be thinking y'all so smart, thinking y'all playing in semantics, thinking y'all playing in clever wordplay, thinking y'all hiding behind clever tones and all that kind of stuff and blah, blah, blah. C-Mac Reacts, what we doing? Sitting here watching Lil Durk, DJ Academics interview, get him more time by the feds because it's now being used in the federal RICO. And it's safe to say at this point that the DJ Academics interview is a huge part of the reason why Lil Durk is not going to get a bond and might be tried with the murder of Lil Pab. The whole concept of I don't see those comments of Slide for Von is why Lil Durk is going to be pretty much potentially doing life in the penitentiary for this murder, and it's going to be called by the streets that DJ Academics is a snitch.
Nothing to do with it or not, it'll have you inside that courtroom. So for future references, like I tell everybody here, bro, you got to know and understand that they are watching. Whether you did it or not, anything connected or tied to any type of murder, somebody losing their life, even if you just joking and playing and think, man, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Hey, I could just troll into it and play into it with my...
You hear that? And what's Wack's favorite thing? Oh, I was trolling. You see how where all that trolling gets you? Don't look like nobody's playing with y'all back.
My career, nigga, they'll use that to take you down. And when you go inside of these federal courtrooms, it's all about what they think
that you can put out there that they can put out there to convince the jury, hey, this guy's capable of this. He's capable of doing these things. You see how he moved about it in this interview right here? This is what it references. This is what it's behind. This is the storyline for it. We put it up on the tech board on this date once we saw it mentioned, and we've been watching. And other evidence will have to be attached to it, of course, to prove it. But it's just one of the things to stay far away from. Y'all do what y'all want to do. I'm just gonna come on here and tell niggas the real, man. If you're out here and committed any crimes, tied to crimes, even if you haven't done these crimes, do not play into this at all. If a nigga's doing the interviews, feel it how you want to feel about it. Do what you want to do. It's your platform. At the same time, niggas got to be like, hey, I'm asking a question that can get a nigga jammed right now, even if he don't answer. Just the fact that he get brought up, it's getting acknowledged that it is a thing. These people are watching, man. Niggas got to figure out what they gonna do. Y'all do how y'all want to do. Y'all move how y'all want to move with it. I'm just going to come on here and speak the real about it. Niggas better stop speaking on this stuff on these podcasts. They keep showing niggas and letting niggas know we are watching, we listening, we recording, we documenting.
And this wonders, how is Wack not in jail? I get it. We're talking about Lil Durk and DJ Academics, but how is everybody in jail but Wack 100, who makes all these crazy salacious threats? How is everybody in jail literally but this individual?
And we will make all this stuff a part of your indictment. That's for the interviewers and the dudes that's getting interviewed. So niggas better know, nigga. Yeah, hey man, it's up to you to answer the question. That's the main thing niggas like to say. Hey man, hey, he ain't had to answer the question. Don't matter if he answered it or not. They'll say he was quiet on it and said no comment instead of just saying, man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Any type of body language, any type of thing, even though Durk.
Y'all still think Lil Durk will be at Sunday service with Sharice and Loose Cannon? Probably not.
Just didn't answer. He spoke, he played it off, played into it a tad bit. Didn't say I did nothing. They can use that in the feds, my nigga. It's all about a conspiracy, bro. And that just adds on to these things. They can't use the lyrics right now as they got that removed, but they gonna go after everything else. Posts, comments, everything that they can use to get a nigga locked up. So I just tell niggas, not with this case right here. Everybody innocent until proven guilty in this situation. But just know, bro, this ain't how niggas want to go out at all. I see that, you know, the rap, the drill music, and wanting to live the reality in the game. We just see how the top drill rappers get caught up in this stuff. We see this, bro. We seen some of the biggest rappers get indicted, whether it be state or feds in these last couple years, bro. I know certain niggas, that's the music they like. They think that's their way into this, but you got to see the other side of it as well. You got to think, nigga, do my family want me here? Do my family want me facing these years in prison? Or do my family want me to go to prison? Or do they want me possibly leave my life? You know they want you here, my nigga. Ain't no nigga made to be going out like this at all. As in, hey, it happens, but this is not why you was put on this earth, my nigga. I don't care what nobody say. Niggas do what they do. You live how you live. That's your choice. But I gotta be a nigga that come on here and say, hey, bro, niggas just got to move a little. You got to move smarter, bro. And don't ever question yourself. Are they watching? Are they looking to catch me slipping?
Yes, nigga. If you even gotta wonder if they trying to catch you, the answer is yes.
You better know and have it understood they catching you, looking to catch you slipping, and they watching all these podcasts, nigga. And they watching everything on the internet, nigga. DMs, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, anything that they can use, nigga. They gonna use it. They gonna put it in the indictment, nigga. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that 1,000 for shit shows.
And big love to Urban Politician, man. We about to the next one. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. And it's free. I have no angel tweets free.
Enemies dropping into the AO. Overhead.
40 watt range.
Copy that. Longbow 3-1 is on station. Strike inbound. Shot missed. No joy.
Bro.
25 remain. Solid work so far.
George Walker Jr., what's good, man?
You've got gas moving in. One of 25 remaining. They hit us hard that time. Dust yourself off, regroup, and get.
What's good, Adam? Just finished work. Come back and watch a little bit.
I'm here.
One love, brother. Hey, same to you, man. Same to you. All right, let's go. Let's go. Time is, we got like an hour and a half left.
Incoming shots.
Let's see what it's looking like out here. Jay Jonah, what's good, nephew? Good to see you in here, man. What's going down? Compton Rick, what's good with it? Graveyard shift tapping in, man. What's good? It's about time for that midnight snack or some shit, huh? Call it supper for me. That's because this game is dead. That's not, it's not that, bro. It's the algorithm. Because even on a dead game, like, let's say, man, further, huh? Yeah, and
Tapping in TNN Trap News Network, back in the same, like cracking the same here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use, that good knowledge. You ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit the good subscribe button for everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that news you can use, that good knowledge you ain't finna get in no.
Hey man, say man, we probably gonna end this one, bro. I ain't gonna cap to you. Yeah, we about to end this one. Anybody that's in the live though, follow me to the next live. We out of here.